Select your favourites and simply enter Labradorite at the checkout to redeem your discount. But hurry, this offer will only be running for a limited time, and once the stock has gone, it's gone. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
If you have a question or a query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Here at Jewellery Maker, we're always making improvements to give you a better shopping experience. We've recently upgraded our website to make it more user-friendly and easier to navigate around. We now have the guest checkout function, which allows customers to check out quickly without creating an account. Our homepage now informs you with what's currently live on the show, recently aired items, and today's deal of the day. We've improved our website navigation and added new categories to help customers quickly find the products they want. Our online range is growing fast with over 7,000 products available for you to purchase. And don't miss out on hundreds of brand new clearance lines with more added every week. Happy shopping with Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Welcome to Jewellery Maker. Good evening. It's lovely to be with you tonight. My name is Rebecca Redican and I am joined... Oh, sorry. But you can call me Becky. Kerry gets very peculiar when I don't finish that off.
Oh, okay.
My name is Rebecca Redican, but you can call me Becky. And this evening I am joined by the wonderful Mark Smith.
It's our Saturday night again.
Saturday night.
Second
Mark
Saturday in
and
2
Becky.
weeks.
Is it?
Yeah.
Goodness, it's flown back.
People will talk.
What have you been up to?
Well, it's been my birthday this week, so it's all been a bit full on. So first of all, I'd like to say a massive, massive, massive thank you to everyone who's taken time and trouble to message me on my 2 Facebook pages. I mean, it's been...
That's so
They're
nice.
ASR viewers.
Oh my goodness, absolutely.
I've had some
Couldn't agree more.
amazing gifts off of some viewers as well, which has been really, really humbling. So
that's
it's
so
a massive,
lovely.
massive, massive thank you. Pottering in the garden today.
Yeah.
Andrew mowed the lawn for the first time of the year.
And
It's all been done. Yeah, really good.
how long did it take?
An hour, something like that. Wasn't too bad. We're out with our witch's broom, clearing all the worm casts away first.
Oh, good.
Because you can't mow over worm casts. So that was all. Do you know what a worm cast is?
I mow over dead leaves and stuff, I do.
Okay. That's not too bad a thing to do.
No, is it not?
No,
Oh,
no.
good. Oh. How was your Val day?
Really good.
Was it? Did you do anything nice?
Well, I was here for the morning.
Yes.
Which was really good when Carol made the most amazing cake. I think it's sort of world renowned now, her
Yes.
courgette cake.
Yes,
which
yes,
was
yes.
absolutely amazing. And yeah, so something is on the horizon tomorrow, but I'm not sure what yet.
A secret is a brewing.
I've been told on no account are you to do any work tomorrow whatsoever.
No, so no jewellery making
so no
tomorrow.
jewellery making at all. So I was scurrying around today, making little bits and pieces for next week.
Oh,
but yeah,
that's
so
lovely.
I'm not very good with surprises. I like to know what I'm doing and when I'm doing it.
Yeah.
So it's all a bit. And Andrew's driving as well. Andrew never drives, so I think there may be alcohol involved.
Oh,
Should be nice.
good. Oh, that's perfect for a Sunday.
So I will let you know.
Yeah, please do. Love that. It's so lovely that you can join us this evening, and boy, the amount of goodies we have for you tonight is pretty epic.
When are we doing those threads?
right here, right now. I'm speaking out the wrong side of my mouth.
That's all
Right here, right now. We're going to do them.
Brill.
Let me give you a little showy show of brand new
Oh, this is what Ross was telling me all about.
magnetic clasps.
Brand new.
Brand
Hammered.
new. Yeah.
Hammered.
Yeah. Andrew is driving after all. I've got for you here 2 magnetic.
Wow.
They are precious metal. They're going to be separate. So we're going to do the large ones and then we'll do the small ones. And they are to bring in, they're going to be for you at 7. Brand new. I love them. I love the texture on these. These I think are so unisex.
That's very cute, this one as well. I love that little small size.
Perfect for necklace and bracelet,
Absolutely,
right?
absolutely.
So they're going to be coming up in a little bit shortly. As well as that, I've got brand new charms. I've got brand new connectors. I absolutely adore these for the queen or the princess in your life. Oh my gosh, I just think they are
Is that
divine.
who you're thinking of? A queen or a princess? You know what I was thinking of straight away?
What?
Katie Price. Of all the people in the world to
Off
pop
of-
into my head then,
Wow!
Katie Price.
Off
Yeah.
of Jordan.
Off of Jordan. Didn't she get married in something like that? Or was that her carriage that
She got
arrived
married
in?
to, was that when she got
Peter
married to
Andre.
Peter Andre, my birthday twin? And yeah, they arrived in a carriage, didn't they,
Yes.
together?
That's
Yeah.
just reminded me of, yeah. Okay.
I love your up-to-date celebrity knowledge. Anyway, they're coming up in a
Wow.
little bit, and I do say there because one's a pendant and one's a connector. I'm going to start off with the heads though. They have already gone a lot on pre-order. By all accounts, my producer told me 20% have gone on pre-order. These are beautiful. They're sturdy,
Wow.
they're strong. The graphics are about to come live, so get down then if you want to grab them right now. I've seen a few guest designs with these on. I know that Fleur's got one on a jadeite bracelet, and I think it's Deb Rudger's got a one like this as
Yes,
well.
that's right.
I think these are beautiful, and we've taken the time and effort to do them on both sides. Now that I think is fantastic. I really, really like these. I love. Let me show you the drill on, just so you know where they are. I think these are fantastic. Imagine these in a little set of jadeite earrings.
My
Little
word, they're
jadeite on top.
amazing.
I mean,
beautiful.
luxurious. What do you do with them, Mark?
Well, I did a Makes for Men DVD end of last year in November.
Yeah.
And one of the projects was called Kabola worry beads. if
Okay,
you
yeah.
like. And it was aimed at gents, but obviously worry beads are aimed at ladies and gents.
Yeah.
And you have 2 tassels on the end of these beads, and I'm just seeing that one of each of those on the little tassel on these beads, or on a Shambhala bracelet. You know, have 2 of those on the little dongles. I think would be amazing.
I love that word. Makes me dead happy. Anyway, add these to your dongles, and I think you're going to be adding a lot of solid sterling silver. These are very popular. About a third of the stock has already gone now. Multi-buyers left, right and centre. We haven't seen these in absolutely ages. You may well have never seen them before. I love the connotations with the Buddha, of course. Of course, you know, you think of mindfulness. You look at that for the gram weight you're getting here. For the double-sided workmanship, you're looking at less than £6 each on these ones. I think for the workmanship that's gone into these, for the connotations with these, they are great for, you know, meditation. Imagine doing like a mandala style
absolutely.
design.
Yes, absolutely. They're amazing.
They really are, aren't they? And have a little feel, because I think they feel quite
Look, well,
weighty.
they're quite heavy, aren't they?
Yeah.
Because the detailing is exquisite. Absolutely exquisite. And the fact they're double-sided as well, that's quite rare.
It is, isn't it? Because it's obviously sort of double the effort,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah.
And I think
Wow,
it
they're
looks like a really
beautiful.
happy Buddha. You know what I mean?
Oh,
It's a friendly,
A friendly
happy
one,
Buddha. It's got a sort of lovely little smile. An approachable Buddha, says Ross. Yeah, like that.
oh, look at him.
I think the detail on it is fantastic. It really, truly is. Almost like sort of got
Yes.
the headwear adornment. Do you watch
Amazing.
Dancing on Ice?
No.
No. See, neither do I, but in between watching Corrie and the Grammys today, it's been a very busy morning. I've watched the first episode, I've never seen any of it before. I think it's like on the 6th week, but Dancing on Ice.
Oh, yes.
It's all the celebrities and the professionals.
And Gemma Collins.
Yes, she's in it, correct. Yeah. No, I won't plot spoil that just in case anyone's behind. But no, she is. Anyway, sequins everywhere.
I know, it's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah.
More sequins than Strictly, I think.
Glitz
On
and
Dancing on
glamour
Ice, yeah.
everywhere. Have you ever been ice skating, Mark?
Oh, gosh. in my youth when I was a teenager, I expect.
See, I'm wondering if you'd be quite good at it because of your height.
Could be. Yeah.
I could imagine you being quite good at ice skating.
The garden centre that I worked at, I think we had it 2 years before I left, and they're so popular. Lots of garden centres and big places have ice rinks.
Yeah.
They're joining them now, so they're very popular.
They are,
very
aren't
popular,
they?
yeah.
£11.95, about half of my stock's gone now. I've got loads of people with it in the basket, so if you do want to grab your hands on it, you know what to do. JewelleryMaker.com, download the app. I would love to hear off you this evening. I want to know maybe what you're looking forward to, what is exciting has happened this weekend. I'd also like to know what you're having for tea, because it's that time of night, isn't it? I love a good Saturday tea. Do feel free to let us know that. Also, if you've got any messages or questions for Mark, then do feel free to text us in. It's 60777, or you can do it via the JewelleryMaker.com as well, and you can do it on the app too. So do feel free to get in. Loads of people are asking about magnetic clasps. 7 o'clock.
They are beautiful.
They will be separate.
Wow.
Just to clarify.
So these aren't pave set, are they? They're just a hammered metal.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
How many times am I going to say the word hammered
I don't
before
know.
7 o'clock?
I don't know, but I think we should start some sort of tally.
Yeah, I think we
Look how
should.
strong they
Could be a
are.
drinking game, couldn't it?
Couldn't it?
Every time you hear me say the word hammered, you
Have a swig of your
have
drink.
a little tot, yes.
Oh, a little tot. What's your tot of choice?
I have 3.
Okay.
I start the meal with a gin and tonic.
Nice, I do the same.
Yep. During the meal, I imbibe red wine.
Nice.
And then as an afterthought, I'll have a single malt whiskey.
I can't do whiskey really.
Can't you?
No, I feel like it's
no.
just a whiff of it and I get heartburn.
Really?
Just the smell.
Right,
Ooh, no.
yeah.
Anyway, well done to everyone on those. I'm going to leave them with you. I will just remind you the crowns, are coming up in this time. Let me, before that though, bring you some more sterling silver, and these are your snap nails. Now I think these are fab. I think they look so professional when you finish them off. Let me show you them. Here you go.
They're simple little items, aren't they?
Yeah.
They really are.
And that's good with jewellery making sometimes, isn't it?
Absolutely.
So, let me show you. Oh my gosh, I've got to show you this. This is my tonight's must-have. 3
Wow, that's rather special.
bundle. 3 in a bundle. It's a very special prize. But, literally, I'll show you all around them. Here you go. They say £9.25 on the back. Like so. They've got the little snap section there. Now, this one I've slightly opened. Slide that on, and then, well, with tools, but I won't do it. What you do is you essentially slide that in behind, and it locks into place, and therefore you've got a lovely bail that you can add a gemstone onto or whatever. Loads of you in on this by all accounts. If I press the right button, it'd help. So yeah, loads of you in on this one. I'm being told. I will just let you know these are extremely popular. £6.95. They have sold out. Well done. If you love this chain. Have you noticed that I'm wearing a little something?
Little something, yes.
Little something.
Oh my word, look at that. Wow. Does it move? Does it undulate?
Cleopatra, yeah.
Oh my word, look at that.
Cleopatra necklace, solid sterling silver. I couldn't not put it on.
No, absolutely.
I even made a joke about licking it so that I could take it home, but apparently that could just be wiped off. Anyway, that's coming up. Wow. If you love that chain, it's coming along with 2 of its pals at 8 o'clock, just as a little heads up. Okay, I better move on because that's sold out. Shall we bring to you a gemstone now? Let's bring you, is it the ovals? Or the drops even? What do you think of these?
I love them. I love them in their natural form, but to be able to add colour to them as well, I think is fascinating.
I think it's so nice to be able to add something that Mother Nature doesn't give us. You know?
Oh, absolutely.
It's like with flowers, because you're into your horticulture. Yep. There will be types of flowers, I'm sure, that you wouldn't be able to have if we hadn't have had intervention. Does that make sense? You know where they get like different types of roses and they blend them to make a new type?
Well, daffodils is one of them, narcissi. I mean, it started with your basic yellow.
Yeah.
And I think it was from the Himalayas it was originally found. I mean, there are 10,000 varieties now. You know, and every year there are new cross-pollinations being bred. It's fascinating.
I can only think of the yellow one. Oh, and the slightly...
There are hundreds and hundreds.
This one, the slightly paler trumpets, do you call it?
Yes,
Do
yes,
you?
Yes.
Oh. You've got 200 carats worth here. Every single one of them is unique. Every single one of them is different. I think it takes you away on holiday, doesn't it? Let's give you a deal. Let's give you a prize point, shall we? I think these are divine.
It says holiday, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. £12.95 for you this evening. Where is this taking you? In fact, let's find out from the team. I've got lovely Ross with me this evening. Hey up, Ross. What location does this blue make you think of? Mauritius.
Ooh,
Nice. Have you ever been? I have, yeah. That sounds lovely. Your mum and dad? With your mum and dad? They got married there. Oh, that's so nice. Mauritius. Posh. Kerry, you go on posh holidays. What about yourself? Hawaii, nice, yeah, I like that. We've got James with us this evening. Hey up, James, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
James, have you been on air a lot before?
As in front of the camera?
As in where you are now with a camera pointing at you? You have, yeah. Can you give us an interesting fact about yourself, James?
Oh,
Just to put you on the spot. It doesn't have to be that exciting.
interesting fact. I've been playing football since I was 3.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a really good one.
Yeah.
Sporty James. James, what kind of holiday destination does this make you think of?
Santorini.
Have you been to Santorini?
Yeah, you know, all the roofs are that colour blue.
Yeah. I'm getting real holiday envy.
Oh, yeah.
Are you, Mark?
I'm just thinking, how can I relate this to Derbyshire or the Lake District?
Oh, the
or
Lake
North
District.
Wales?
Yes.
That's sort of sky you get in the Lake District in the height of summer, actually.
Yeah. Oh, £12.95. Oh, I love it. Grab them whilst you can. I think this kind of colour is going to take you through spring and summer, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And it's got a touch of the frozen blue about it.
Becky and I were talking about, Kerry and I were talking about Frozen before.
I've not seen the second
not seen the new
advert yet.
trailer.
No.
It's very good.
Is it?
Yeah, it's very good.
Have you seen the Aladdin one yet?
We had a chat about this as well.
And?
We were talking about live action Disney, whether they should or whether they shouldn't.
And you quite clearly are not so sure here.
No.
What about Beauty and the Beast? I thought that was brilliant. I thought that was brilliant. Oh, Ross is now singing Beauty and the Beast. That's lovely. Where did you say, love? Let's go and bring to you. I've not seen this shape, I don't think. These for cufflinks.
It'd be amazing, wouldn't they?
Oh my gosh, they're so lovely.
I'll have to put them with a really bright, vivid orange, I think, if you're going down the colour pop route. I think that'd be amazing. Fuchsia pink.
What shade of orange? I know that
Really
sounds silly.
bright,
We're talking
zesty,
like
bright orange,
orange, like peel me an orange,
Yes.
that
Yeah,
kind of
absolutely,
orange.
Yeah.
Because I always say that, peel me an orange. What you have here is these beautiful wheels. I think they're really lovely. They're going to be so comfortable against your skin. You can tell that instantly. I really like the idea of using these in sort of a button form or with just a head pin running through them, because I think they look nice at every single angle. So why not look at them kind of in button form? You've got a lot of gemstones on this. You really do. We're going to go under a tenner on this one for you today. Just this with a bit of elastic running through. Pop one of the budders over the knot.
Yes. Yeah, brilliant idea.
Job's a good one.
Yeah.
Happy as Larry. Happy as Buddha. £9.95 for you this evening. If you want to grab them, do feel free to, because I think they're fab. And don't forget, if you are brand new, if you want to get your hands on this today, say this was your first genuine gemstone order with us, then you're going to get free 2 gemstone strands delivered for absolutely nothing. And the thing is, when you get involved, this is just a little heads up, one of the kits, both of the kits in fact tonight, are great, I think, if you were a beginner, in the sense of there's threading materials in both of them, and we don't always get that, do we?
That's true. No, that's
so
true.
if you are brand new, you've never seen us before, hiya, my name's Becky, this is Mark, he's our guest designer. He's going to be doing some demos for us in a little bit, so if you do want to get involved, it's free to do so. It's a really quick phone call, or do it on the web. You're an on-web bidder? On-web bidder?
I am.
Yes.
I'm a bit shy on the telephone.
Yes, I know. Yeah. See, the only reason I'm rubbish with the computer, which is why I do it on the phone lines.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is really easy to say buy now, combine with this order, check out.
Yeah.
Pretty simple.
You've done that before. £9.95. Grab them whilst you can. Just one of those from tonight's must-have chain. This is the most lustrous, sensational, sparkling, beautiful chain.
Is it a bundle of 3, did you
Yes.
say?
Triple trouble. Triple trouble. So they're all the same. They're all 20 inches, mind. So
Gosh.
lovely, lovely length to them. I just think they're divine. So yeah, they are coming up for you in a little bit, those chains, as are my crowns. What do these crowns make you think of? Not you, Mark, we already know what it makes you think of. They make me think of, they're not a million miles away from Eugenie's borrowed crown when she got married.
No, that's true actually, yeah.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Eugenie.
Eugenie. I've heard so many people pronounce it different ways.
Eugene.
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 Oh, all right, Eugene. Let's get some sterling silver now. Let's bring you some, yeah, I've got these ones here. Some hooks. Now, these haven't been seen since last year. I think it was like September. Have a look at these. More stock we've managed to get in. It's taken us that long though. You obviously know this from going out and you know, getting like the beads, the check beads and things like this. You obviously know that sometimes things take longer than you might expect. Because when I saw we've not had these on since September, the order actually went in straight after.
It's mad, isn't it?
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Because I
That's
think
madness.
maybe, you know, if you think about shopping, I don't know, at your supermarket or online, if you want something, you click a button, it's delivered in 2 or 3 days, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
But for things like this, sometimes we really, really do have to wait.
I think that's all crafting, isn't it? Not just jewellery, I think, isn't it? You think there's quite a long lead times on craft items.
That's a good point, actually, yeah. Yeah, because it's not, you know, there's different sort of processes that have to go through and different things you can pick out. Do you know what? I know that you've worked the purples in with the gold from your kit, but that set of earrings, that technique with silver on these.
I imagine, yeah.
I think that'd look beautiful. I really like those earrings. So 925 solid sterling silver, and you can see as well, not seen since September, you can see you've got a lot of metal work going on in these. They're not just totally and absolutely flat. They've got a lovely doming to them. They've got this little loop at the bottom there, so they're ready and raring to go. 925 solid sterling silver, and it does say that in there as well. You're going to be getting full 5 pairs, and today, extra closed rings. Extra closed rings. What does that mean? Oh, I think it just means that these are closed rings.
Closed, yeah. Wow.
Extra closed. Do you know when I can't stand closed? I want extra closed. $14.95. Oh, as an idea. Hang on, because I've got these coming up tomorrow.
They're amazing.
A little something, something. These are coming up for you tomorrow. These beautiful earrings are coming up on the mid, but I don't think we've got any shepherd's hooks in tomorrow's show. So if you do want to get your hands on these, pairing, perfect for it. £14.95. I forgot to ask you, have you seen the, oh my goodness.
Trailer.
Thank you, yes.
I can't wait. It's the most exciting thing. I would, if I was given
Alan
the choice
Partridge.
of final series of Game of Thrones or Alan Partridge would win hands down.
Really?
I can't wait. I've never been so excited. It's going to be television history, and the write-ups I've heard, the reviews, they said it's the most hilarious series he's ever made.
It's one, I hate cringeworthy things. Things that make me cringe, I just can't watch. But for some reason, I just can't turn off Alan Partridge
he's
at all.
The best.
Oh,
He's
brilliant character.
Hero of mine.
Do feel free to get in touch with us today. We'd love to hear what you're up to. Maybe you've got a TV programme or film you're looking forward to. We'd love to hear off you. £14.95 for you this evening. It's a really good opportunity because, as you say, you're getting all 5 pairs in there. So actually, they're going to be working out, what, about £3 per pair? Is that right?
Wow.
Maths. Wow.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it really is, because they're not just your plain and simple. There's extra
not
metal
at
in
all.
those, isn't there? Grab them while... I'm going to weigh them.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yes.
Yeah, long way.
Yeah. Have you seen the gram weight at the bottom of your screen? Ignore that. It's lying. I think that's probably, I don't know, was that for a pair or what? 3.79. Do you mind if I show that on yours?
Not at all.
3.81 grams. We're not lying.
No.
Boop.
There we go. Not 0.93.
No. Yeah, it could be per pair, couldn't it? Or is it? Who knows? It's confusing. But anyway, you're getting a whole heap more of a gram weight than that. So well done to you all. I think they're beautiful. Could you do a Buddha on each of them, or am I going too far afield?
No, not at all.
Let me show you.
Amazing.
See what you think. That would be nice.
Yeah.
What kind of person could you imagine wearing a set of earrings like this, Mark? Do you ever do that? When you're describing a piece of jewellery, think, I wonder who'd wear this?
I wonder who would wear it. Just trying to think who would wear this. Just to think of the members of staff we've got that would wear something like this. Who have we got?
I can imagine Claire might wear something like this.
Yeah, or Gem Hawks. Gem Hawks.
Gem
would wear
Hawks,
these.
yeah.
I think Gem would
She's
wear
on
those.
tomorrow night, I think.
Is she?
Oh no, Wednesday. She's on Wednesday.
I
Yeah,
think
Wednesday
Gem would
night.
wear these.
Yeah.
They're brilliant.
They are, aren't they? Really beautiful. Well done. Okay, I've got to move on. The Buddhas are very, very low stock, by the way. I should mention that. Okay, folks, let's go to some black rutile. Now, oh, these are good.
These are very good. Yes, look at these.
Oh.
They're perfect. Our black rutile recently has been incredible. It's been the best quality we've ever had, I think.
I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
Because I think a few years ago, when you're looking at black rutile, there would be maybe a shard or two, and they would look very much on the surface. Whereas with the qualities we're getting now, you can see, even just if I flip it, you can see that they're at totally different angles, aren't they?
That is amazing quality.
Oh, and I love the shape.
It's unusual, isn't it? It's not quite a pear, is it?
No, it's like a top-drilled, fancy, top-drilled overlay design. When we talk about rutile quartz, we want this kind of, these rutilations internally. That's what we want, that's what we're looking for. These are going to look lovely if you've maybe got rounds or rondelles that are either clear or black or, you know, black and white monochrome as this is. Because these are going to sit slightly lower on the neckline, aren't they? Because of how they have been drilled. I think these are so nice. Hi, Becky, Mark and Fab Jewellery Maker crew. Looking forward to a fantastic evening, and that's from Nikki in gorgeous Cambridgeshire. Hello, Nikki, my love. Good evening. We've got so much coming up for you, we really do. I've got the magnetic clasp, just as a little reminder. I've got so many things I've not even shown you yet. I've got the magnetic clasps. I've got a trio.
Now, deal of the day today was 3 Panzer chains, 18-inch, and we've got 3 twisted chains, 20-inch. Interesting.
What happened to the deal of the day, Mark?
It's sold out.
Correct. It did.
In minutes.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, that was amazing. I mean,
these are going to be very, very popular. I know it. They are going to be very popular. Let's bring you your rutile quartz price point, shall we? Let's do it. We're bringing to you a drop-down deal right here, right now. £16.95. One of these on a sterling silver chain, you're making more of your money back. Easily peasily, aren't you?
That's phenomenal.
They are beautiful, aren't they?
We don't see the price in £16.95 very often. I'm just trying to think, do we?
No.
They tend to be £14.95 or £19.95.
You know why? Because our producers are weird. And I mean that in the nicest sense of the word. As nice as that can sound. But it is. There's something about our producers here at JewelleryMaker whereby they only like using certain numbers.
Individual producers?
Yeah,
like
individual producers tend to like... So, like, for example, my previous producer, Producer Dion, she would have never put £16.95 on screen. She doesn't like it. She'd have put £17.95, but not 16.
Right.
Yeah. Strange that, isn't it? Oh.
Is it a sort of a superstitious thing? Or
Maybe. I just think they're a lovely set of weirdos.
Yeah, I like weirdos.
Yeah, me too. We're all weirdos here at JewelleryMaker. Hello, JewelleryMaker team, Mark and Becky. Happy belated birthday, Mark.
Thank you.
Oh, Becky, you're looking fab. Oh, that's so nice of you. Thank you. With your birthday, what did you have for birthday tea? Did you have a meal or...?
We had fish and chips from a fish and chip shop.
Proper chippy chips.
Yeah, we were back so late that we never have fish and chips because they're not that good for you really, are they?
No.
So
they're not many of you 5 a day, are they? No. Unless you have mushy peas.
Well, no. I always have curry sauce.
I have curry sauce and mushy peas. I double up, I do.
You double up?
Yeah.
No, it's very nice. It was nice to have a change.
Nice.
Yeah.
Didn't have any ketchup though, did you?
No.
No, of course not.
No.
Doesn't like ketchup. Let's go for... Oh, hello. Okay, well, this is so far up your street. I'm just going to hand this to you. This is Botswana agate nuggets. I feel like that's been yonks.
Am I allowed to plug a future show?
Of course you are.
I can't remember the date, but it's a week Monday, which is, it might be the 20-something. What's week Monday? That's the, oh gosh.
1 week
23rd.
on Monday.
25th, yeah. I'm having a chip and nugget morning.
Chips and nuggets morning
yeah,
show.
It's going to be amazing. And I've seen bundles and kits that we've got coming up, and it's fab.
And you do love chips and nuggets, don't you?
Yeah.
It's the variety, is it?
It's the greed. You get a lot for your money.
Yeah, you do. You really do, don't you?
A massive amount for your money.
I mean, there's a serious amount.
And we don't do Botswana very often.
Especially natural. What is that price, Ross? £2.95. I bet that was more than your birthday chippy tea.
It was.
Isn't
It's really £16.
Your birthday chippy tea? Yeah. That is an incredible price point you've got there. And can I just remind you, if you're just tuning in, I don't know, maybe you've been rushing around at the shops or whatever today, let me just remind you.
What's today?
If you've got the booklet.
Yeah.
3P&P, I'll shut up now, but 3P&P, if you've got the booklet that you got over Christmas. And if you didn't get that booklet.
Shucks.
But there might be another one coming up soon.
Ooh.
But I only said might, so there might not be. I might
Okay.
just be mischievous.
Okay.
£2.95 is your price on this one. Well done to you all. I am Midlands. A couple in the Midlands. Hello Cheshire, hello Dumfries and Galloway. Another Cheshire's in South Yorkshire. You've just checked out, as is Herefordshire and North Yorkshire and West Yorkshire. All the Yorkshires in today. Lovely to have you with us. Oh, hey up, Mark. Oh, Mark's batteries are falling out. You don't know this, but really, he's a robot. You all right? Do you want to grab
happened
that?
there?
I don't know, is it falling out?
It's completely fallen out.
Can you not hear anything at all now? Oh.
I am without.
Do you want to grab it?
Gadgets.
You can grab it whilst we're on this recording.
Oh, I think I might have broken it.
Oh, don't say that. Don't worry, Dan's already thrown mine on the floor by accident today.
Oh, I can hear.
Oh,
I can hear
good,
human
good.
beings. Yeah.
Good.
That sounds better than it did before I dropped it. Actually.
Did it? £2.95. Well done. Okay, let's move it on because I've got loads more to fit in. I do just need to remind you a couple of things. These are coming up for you in this time. I think that looks so elegant. I really, truly do.
Yeah.
Someone's just asked about the Buddha heads, yep, and has asked if there is a hole to thread them through. There is, just there. There you are. Whoop. We're going to pop them in at the bottom of the screen for you.
I like the position of the hole as well because it means that it's going to be looking at you all the time, which is nice.
Yeah, that's lovely, isn't it?
Keeping his eye on you.
And perfect for earrings as well.
Yeah.
Because if it was drilled that way.
Yeah.
Springy. So yeah, they're coming up for you soon. I've also got your... What are these ones? Textured clasps, would you say? What would you say,
They're
Mark?
amazing.
What does it say on there? What does it say?
Hammered.
Oh, does it? Oh.
Hammered.
I think they're just so lovely. I really like the detail and texture on these. And they're magnetic, precious metal. We don't get to see that often.
No.
The first time I saw us do magnetic clasps, they were plastic. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do actually, yes. Oh, my
Plastic
word.
magnetic clasps was the first I
Yep.
remember doing them. Anyway, so that's coming up for you in a bit with its smaller bracelet friend. They'll be coming up straight after. Woo! Skills. Okay, let's bring you some Thulite. This strand, I think, is divine.
Oh, yes.
I've never seen us do it in the rounds before, and I love this gemstone.
Now, this comes from a bizarre place, isn't it? Not a bizarre place, but somewhere that we don't get very often.
Location, you mean?
Norway. Is this the one from Norway?
Norwegian.
Norwegian it is?
Yeah.
Well remembered.
Thulite.
Thulite.
I think this is so beautiful. I love how unusual this gemstone is. And you know, it's actually the Andes kind of regions when you're getting these kind of hues and colours. And I always think it's quite interesting because where this forms in Norway, kind of near this mountainous, it's near the like a mountainous region, which is what its sibling is as well, because its sibling is tanzanite, which is obviously around the mountainous areas of Kilimanjaro. I don't know why, I just find very small things like that incredibly fascinating.
Absolutely. That's amazing recording.
Oh, I just love the texture on these. I think they are beautiful. They are like real artwork, aren't they? You've got these romantic blushes, you've got these floral hues, but the patination is incredible. What did you just say the price was? Honestly, double this price point in your mind, because that's what I was expecting.
Yeah.
Wow, we're going to take this to under £30. I was expecting quite a bit over £30 because that's what Thulite normally is. I've never seen us do it in rounds. This is your chance to be able to get your hands on them today. I think for the beauty of these, for the quality of these, you've got something really, really special. I just absolutely adore them. You want me to count them, Ross? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17... Oh, I've lost count.
19.
19! Thanks, Mark. 19 available, 19 on the strand, sorry, I've got more than that availability. Your price is about to come in. I think if you love your texture, if you love your unique patchwork designs, £21.95.
Wow.
That is £1.15 approximately per gemstone. I think that price point is phenomenal because they're all so different. I'm trying to think... It's almost got a touch of an angelite about it in its actual feel and its actual tactility, but I think the sort of texturing of them is incredible. You're looking at around about 4 carats in each stone here.
They're beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
What would you do with it, Mark?
They have to be earrings, I think.
Yeah.
Just use the whole strand for earrings, because I think they're just so beautiful.
They are stunning, aren't they?
Just one.
Just one. I'm not needing to go OTT on this, I don't think. That price point is really beautiful. It's a great price because Thulite is not a readily seen gemstone.
No,
I think I put an accidental extra syllable in readily then, didn't I? Readily, yes I did. It's not readily available. I've never seen it in a high street store.
No, never.
I know that you, well, we both like sort of go into nosy and jewellery stores and charm stores and, you know, gem stores and things like that. I've personally never seen Thulite, have you?
No, never seen it before.
Never?
No, never seen it. I don't think I can remember gemstone. You tend to get from Norway, you get fossils and shark's teeth and things like that.
You're right, actually, yeah.
But, no, I think it's probably the only gemstone we get from Norway, isn't it? I love that, the romanticism behind that fact as well, that it's from Norway, it's from Europe. It's just, I love it, I love it.
It is, it's beautiful, isn't it?
It's really unusual.
And I think the colour of it as well is quite, because you're saying sort of the romanticism of location, I think the romanticism is coming through in the colour as well, isn't it? If you love this strand, it's 20 inches, it's got 2 twin siblings that are coming up for you at 8 o'clock. Really unusual gemstone for us to bring to you. Maybe you could pop one from a crown. She's got loads of space there at the bottom, obviously, to add drops on from, if you wanted to. I think that'd look really pretty, if that's maybe someone's favourite colour.
That is so beautiful.
It's pretty, that, isn't it? Kerry, you're good with Disney princesses. What princess's crown do you think that looks like? You can't see it? I can't see it, Bex. Yeah, sorry, I'm picking it up, looking at it. Who's the blonde one? Cinderella? Or Rapunzel? That's who I'm thinking of. It's Rapunzel. Have you not seen Rapunzel? No. Have you seen Tangled? I think you'd like Tangled. I think Tangled might be my favourite one. It's very funny.
Is it?
Yeah. You're not convinced, are you, Mark?
No.
You're not rushing out to see it? No? Okay. Okay, where to did you say, love? Let's bring to you... Oh my gosh, I've got a tool here as well. That's cool. What do you think of these?
What is this?
The drama in these agates is immiscible. That one, what's the price of this strand? Oh my gosh, genuinely, and this is no word of a lie, if I saw that on like a 40-inch cord, you know what I mean?
Piece of leather cord.
Nice piece of leather cord, I would pay the price you're about to see for that one design, that one piece. but you're getting the whole strand for it. This is incredible. Look at how beautiful, unique. They've got some that are a little bit more, look at that.
That's like a feather, isn't it, that silver one?
A trapped feather, it looks beautiful.
Isn't it?
There's that translucency elements you've got running through here. You've got differences in shades and colours. Isn't it amazing that that is the same gemstone, but they are so different? Yeah. Wow, beautiful. Almost aura-like glowing on these. Oh, I like that one too. That looks a bit sort of under the sea. Oh, quite striated on the other side. The price is about to come in. We're taking it under 20. Can you Adam and Eve it? £17.95. I like the shade of this.
I'd have to bead bezel with these, I think.
Oh, how would you do that? Around this way?
Yeah, absolutely.
And how would you do that?
You just do a bit of peyote banding and then add new levels and size gemstones and seed beads. You need to make a feature of every single one of these, I think, don't you? They're big enough to be bathroom pulls, aren't they?
Yes,
light pulls.
That's a great idea.
Door knobs, cupboard knobs. That'd be really good.
How could you do them as a cupboard knob?
I could just attach them using glue or something onto the front.
That's a good idea.
That'd be amazing. Yeah.
That's a really good idea. And did you know that spring summer's fashion colour, not necessarily for the home, is beige?
I like beige.
Yeah, it's kind of one that's it's kind of a nice neutrally nudie colour, isn't it, really?
Yeah,
but these, to me, are a mix between that on-trend beige and the living coral colour.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Quite on-trend, that, isn't it?
I like greige. That's a good colour. That's when you blend grey and beige together.
I've never heard of that.
Have you heard of Gilver?
I've heard of Gilver, yeah.
Greige is a good one.
I've never heard of greige.
Yeah, it's a colour, it exists.
That's brilliant, I've never heard of that.
It's like a mushroom colour, mushroom taupey colour.
Nice. Yeah. Oh my goodness, this is nothing to do with mushrooms at all, and I don't know why this made me think of it. I've no idea, no, literally none. Yeah. I've just imagined, you said mushrooms, I thought of foraging. This is brand new.
I see Archangel from the X-Men. That's the way my mind works.
You are completely right.
Straight away. Yeah.
If I hold it that way, then not so much.
No. It's very Art Deco, isn't it? Like 1920s.
Yes, that's very much a motif you would have seen, isn't it? Yeah. I absolutely love this swallow. I think it's beautiful. Or it could be a martin as well, couldn't it? Or a
Swift.
Yeah, it's swift. I just love it. I think when you see swallows in the sky, because they're quite a rarity, aren't they? They aren't a very common animal or bird anymore, as far as I'm aware. I'm pretty sure they're not. I'm sure they're a...
Swallows do everything, and I mean everything, on the wing.
What does that mean? Flying?
Flying.
Right.
Everything.
Everything. Everything.
Everything.
Everything?
Everything. We won't say everything anymore, but yes.
Well, I never. Gosh, you learn something new every day.
Yeah. They even sleep on the wing.
No, how can you do that?
Yeah, they sleep while flying. It's amazing.
That is amazing.
Muscle memory. Yeah.
Wouldn't that be amazing if we could do that?
Do you know my favourite bird fact ever?
Go on.
An adult blue tit weighs the same as a pound coin.
Oh, that's a lovely fact.
Isn't that cute? It's my favourite bird fact.
That's so cute. Text in with your favourite bird facts, because let's face it, we've all got them. 68777. Someone's asked about crimp covers, actually, and we have got some coming up in the next hour. Yeah, so just to let you know about that. Okay. I love that you have a favourite bird fact.
I love facts.
Oh, okay. Those last ones, by the way, were very, very popular. These are going to be as well. This is, hands down, the most drama-filled pre-night I've ever seen. Hands down. This is dramatic. Wow. The freshness in the zeal and zing of colour in this is palpable. That is otherworldly almost, isn't it? Oh, my gosh.
I always call this green rutile. That's the way I always call it that. I don't think it is, but I like to call it that.
Yeah. It's totally natural, this strand, which I wanted to doubly check because the colour of it is divine. This isn't a daylight simulator, mind you. So when you get this home and you see those kind of colours, that's what you're going to be seeing. That's the kind of effect. They're almost luminous, aren't they?
They're amazing. See, rutiles, isn't it?
Pardon?
They're rutiles, definitely, on the picture.
Yeah,
you
you've got
around.
got rutiles and shards within there. Yeah, definitely.
Wow.
Can you remember, that price point is ridiculous. I don't know if you remember. In fact, it might have even been on your show, but I could be absolutely lying about that. We kind of relaunched pre-night like 9 months ago, and we did that £70 strand that was beautiful, and it was really, really, really popular, wasn't it? Not everyone can stretch to that. So with these, I think you're getting drama. A lot of drama, but obviously maybe a price point that's more in your budget. Because it's £17.95. These again are making a statement in their own right.
That's amazing. I think it's at about £1.19 each, something like that, I think.
Which is...
That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
For anyone who is new, what would you do with these? Because I know they're a bit of a quirky shape, so that can be hard to get your head around sometimes.
I think they look really nice as a watch face bracelet, whether you do it with wire work or you do it with macrame, because they're going to have quite substantial drill holes through the centre of that. So I think your macrame, and they're good for gents as well, actually. Just one piece on a turquoise beaded necklace, maybe.
Oh, that's nice.
Got a bird fact. Aha.
My bird fact: penguins mate for life. The male finds the smoothest pebble to give to a female to show love. My fella bought me a pebble for Christmas. Oh, Stacey. Oh, I'm such a sap. I love stuff like that. That is so nice.
Isn't it? That's lovely.
Oh, well, I love that. This isn't a bird fact, but still related. Lobsters, when they fall in love, they hold claws. And walk holding claws.
That's charming.
Isn't it? I did get that from friends, yes. But I did look it up and it is true. Oh, I love that. Little otters, yes they do. Families of otters link arms and hold hands when they're sleeping so that they don't drift apart. Or when they're resting, when they're sort of resting on the water. Oh my gosh, it's always taken a lovely turn, this show. Oh, I love it. Text in with your bird facts or just sappy animal facts. I love that. One opportunity until we're going to do these. Let me show you the crowns. There you go. Do you watch The Crown?
I love The Crown. Absolutely adore it. Can't wait for the next season. Olivia Colman is the Queen. It's going to be amazing.
Oh, she's fab. I love that woman.
And Helena Bonham Carter as Princess Margaret. I'm not sure about that.
See, in my eyes, she can do no wrong. I love her, I'm definitely holding out for that. I would love to do, do you know what? I was going to say, let's do this tool now, but actually, I wonder if I give it to you to whip something up with. I've never seen it before in my life, but I'll have a look. Not for this hour, you can do it for next hour, do you know what I mean? But I just thought, I've got a tool coming up, and it's the one I've not seen before. It's the adjustable ring jig. Now, I've seen the bracelet version of this, but this is the adjustable ring jig, look. So you make a ring with it, and I'm going to, should we play it in the next hour? Is that all right if we give you a little play with that?
Yeah.
Just because it's a bit different, isn't it? And I like tools, and I know you do as well, so a little bit unusual. Becky Pose, how's about I bring to you, we're going into crowns now, are we? I'm about to bring to you the crowns. These are brand spanking new. We're about to do them back to back as star buyers. So, what I'm about to bring to you is twofold. First off, it's solid sterling silver. Second off, it's cubic zirconia. Now, I always think it's quite interesting that we talk a lot about gemstones and we talk a lot about the history of gemstones and maybe what's happening in the trade with gemstones at the moment, and we talk to shows and events and fairs we go to, but I don't actually think we talk that much about cubic zirconia and man-made crystals. But I think it's so important that we do, especially with De Beers, the well-known diamond provider, taking a U-turn last year. As you know, De Beers essentially 130 years worth of history, and they came up with the grading system, etc., for for this for diamonds. They came up with what is a D-Day grade diamond, and what to look for. They have all of the history. Anyway, last year they did an absolute 360 and said for the first year that they were going to be selling synthetics, which are essentially a grown, a man-made in many elements gem. And although it's not cubic zirconia, it has had a really big impact on the crystal world, because De Beers came out and very, very honestly said that yes, we're going to go into this, and also we are going to be selling ours for a start price of $800 per carat. So it was one of those, and I think they announced it to Bloomingdale's, because they have quite a lot in elements in Bloomingdale's. They announced it, a memo went out, and $800 per carat. Now, because of that, and because of what they want to get the look of, which is essentially perfect quality man-aided diamonds, which is basically what cubic zirconia is. Wow. Cubic zirconia brands have been having discussions too about price figurance, because if you consider De Beers are going to do a man-made clear gemstone, cubic zirconia is a man-made gemstone. If they're going to be doing theirs for $800 per carat, cubic zirconia, if they're doing it for $300 a carat, you see where I'm going with this? So we have actually seen, and there was something in, oh my gosh, what book was it? Oh, it's one of my gem books. I can't remember. Not books. It's one of my, you get them sort of every 2 week books. Which one was it? I don't know, I don't want to name the wrong title. But anyway, it essentially spoke about that and about how certain crystal companies are now reassessing the price points of their crystals. And as I say, they're not synthetic diamonds. These are crystals, these are cubic zirconia, but they are created to look like perfect zircon or perfect diamonds. So it's just worth pointing that out, really, I think. Hopefully it won't affect us by any rate, because obviously, we get ours from great providers. But I think it's always worth just keeping your eyes peeled on things like that. These, I have to say, I absolutely love and adore. I think they're so beautiful. They're so clearly a crown. They're very stylized. But I also think they're quite a modern crown. They're not sort of, when you were younger and you draw a hand-drawn crown and it's kind
like
of...
a Christmas
it's
hat.
like a Christmas hat, from a cracker.
Yeah.
These aren't that, are they? These are really beautiful, sort of princess-like quality. I'll just show you, they have got a slight doming to them as well, which means they sit proud from the body, if you can see that. So they sit proud from the body, which I think gives them a real luxury as well. You've got beauty and shine and glamour, and I think, this could be for sort of the princess in your life. This could be for someone who absolutely loves and adores, Disney princesses, etc. But I actually think it's really grown up as well. Yes. When I think of Vivienne Westwood, she obviously uses the crowns a lot in her motifs, doesn't she?
Yeah.
I think this is just beautiful. I think it's luxurious. It is brand new. There's plenty of access points in here, obviously, as you can see, to add clasp to and chains to and whatever you want to. So grab these ones whilst you can. They are beautiful in real life. And tonight, we're going to make a launch price point. Mark's just hit the price. It's £6.95, Mark. £6.95 for all of that solid silver, for all of that. I mean, imagine, placing all of these in point. It's like a parve setting almost. I think it's just incredible at £6.95. This is a gift that's going to keep on giving. You could do so much with these. I love the design. I really do. I think it's so modern.
Just imagine you could somehow wire wrap the big four, or the big five actually, you could fit in there, couldn't you?
Wow!
In those little sections, or use resin or cerulean, anything like that, just to give it a bit more bling.
That is a great idea if you wanted to kind of close it up. Yeah, definitely.
What connotation can we use it for? So you give it to your child,
yeah,
little princess.
Yeah.
You can give it to your wife.
yeah. Use your queen.
Use your queen, yeah.
You could fill it with anniversary gemstones, couldn't you? I think. Yeah, I think that's a lovely idea. Really nice. Also, you know, if someone's maybe achieved something in the year, and maybe a little memento, because I met the Queen, and my mum and dad got me a, it's like a, I don't really know how to describe it. Kind of goes into a book. It's not a bookmark, but it goes into a book. It kind of presses the page together as opposed to actually sticking it out. And that has a crown on the top as well, and I took it down with me, and I actually don't keep it anything to do with my book in it. I keep like the invite and things like that in it as like a little memento. But something like that could be quite nice if, you know, you've got someone who's, you know, maybe in the Scouts or something like that, because they meet royalty sometimes, don't they? I think it's absolutely beautiful. Do just grab it whilst you can. I do have to move on because we don't have hundreds and hundreds of these. I was just having a little look then, and I just typed in crown pendants, and the first name that comes up is Tiffany. Then there's Links of London. Then there's, oh, it's a lamp. There's another Links of London. Wow. Yoga Clicks. Then there's Thomas Sabo with crowns as well. These are big names working with crowns, aren't they? And actually using them in different ways too. There's one here that's a crown, and it's got a skull underneath it. We do the skull gemstones and things, don't we? That could be a thought. Yeah. This one's been put on the product of the year. It is just the connector by itself, but just to show you the type of jewellery you can make up with it. Wow. Would you do something like this?
Without a doubt.
Would you?
I love it. Love it.
When you think of a crown, I'm just trying to think, you think of crown in glory as well, don't you? Yeah. Like you're my crown in glory, or nice. If someone's maybe, I don't know, achieved something recently, maybe they've done really well in, I don't know, like got
a degree or something.
Degree or something like that, yeah.
That's nice
the crown in glory, I think it's quite nice. Straight to it. We're going to give you a price point on these. Just to remind you, this is your connector. That means you've got 2 loops on either side. Don't know why I said like that. That was weird.
How can we do these prices?
Honestly, it is, isn't it? It's baffling, because you've just seen the Tiffany and the Thomas Sabo prices beside me. No, they're not like for like, but they are precious metals as this one are. In fact, not all of them said that.
It's such a lovely suite as well, isn't it? Have a bracelet and a pendant necklace drop.
Totally.
That's lovely.
I've just found a little quote that I absolutely love. You were amazing, so straighten your crown and carry on.
Aww.
Isn't that nice? Imagine doing that for someone who's gone through a bit of a tough time, and just, if you're a paper crafter like me, making a little card and just writing on it, you are amazing, so straighten your crown and carry on. Popping that on there, looping through it. What a gorgeous gift that you could post as well.
You could.
It depends on what metal, what chain you put it on, but you could post that as well. I think that would be beautiful. Always wear your invisible crown. I think that's nice too. Oh, it's brilliant.
Oh,
what?
That middle one. Yeah, I like that one.
Oh, that's lovely. Chin up, princess, or the crown slips.
Yeah.
Isn't that nice? Keep your chin up.
Like that.
Oh, I like that one as well. I like this one too. It's not easy being a princess, but hey, if the crown fits. Anyway, use these as you wish. I just think they're absolutely beautiful. And honestly, when you get these home, you're just going to see how beautiful the shimmer is in them, and how 3D they are as well, because it's kind of hard to see just because you're watching on a 2D screen, but it is really 3D, so it stands nice and proud. It looks absolutely divine. And what you could do, of course, maybe not with this one, maybe with the pendant one, but you could, of course, pop it on the chain. In fact, I might swap that around in the break. You can pop it on this chain that I've got coming up. Just one of the look, I mean, the chain really that this is on is beautiful, but that now is adding bling on bling, isn't it? It's this. Do you like that? It is though, isn't it?
Can we look at that the crown again? Is it just me, or I can see a monkey's face? It might be just me. You've got the mouth, 2 eyes and 2 ears. Oh, yeah. Yes.
What is that company that does it? That looks like that? Oh, does it begin with a H or an E?
Oh.
There's a thing You know, don't you? I know you do. What is it that, the logo that's like that? It's like a monkey drawing with a big mouth. It's a brand and that's their print and their logo. Clothing.
Okay, I'll have a think.
Is it Ed Hardy? Or something like that? I can't remember. Text him, we'll find out after the break.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've got the kits coming up. I've also got the magnetic class coming up and the bundles and everything else. If you love Labradorite and Mark's wire work, you're in the right place because these kits are coming up after the break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back.
The Jewellery Maker phone is free from a UK landline, so call us today to place your order.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates through items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from Jewellery Maker. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Are you new to Jewellery Maker? For a limited time, we're offering new customers a wonderful free gift. The free gift includes 2 beautiful genuine gemstone strands in an organza bag. As long as you qualify as a new customer and haven't shopped with us before, then your free gift will be automatically added to your order when you make your first purchase. It's really that simple. Gemstone strands are selected at random, so gemstone size, colour and type will vary for each new customer. Why stop there? Once you receive your gemstones, we'd love to see what you create. Share your designs with us via our Facebook page and join our creative community of jewellery makers. Start your jewellery making journey with us today. Create, wear, share. Did you know, no matter how many times you purchase with Jewellery Maker in the same day, you'll only be charged one fee of postage and packaging. Select our standard delivery for just $3.95, or if you'd like to receive your goods sooner, upgrade to our premium option for $5.95. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
You've waited for the magnetic clasps. It's worth the wait. We're starting off with the large and then going to do the small. I'll show you them next, well, as close to next to each other as I possibly can. If you've just tuned in, welcome, good evening. My name's Becky, beside me is Mark. Whipping up some treats for us in a little bit, but first off, we're going to do these clasps. Have a little look at them. First off, Mark, why do we want magnetic clasp? Why, when we have magnetic clasp, do
Okay.
they always fly out the door as quick as that sparrow pendant I've got coming up?
Okay, purely, I think it's ease of use. I've noticed recently, actually, on craft fairs that I do, that I get asked more times than not, either do I have magnetic clasps on my work, or can I pop a magnetic clasp on? Can I replace it
Interesting.
with? And lots of people come in with pieces of jewellery that they need fixing.
Yeah.
And it's always a clasp that's broken, or one end of the clasp has been lost, and they're all asking for a magnetic clasp. And I think it is purely ease of use. No fiddly clasps. You don't have to do the sort of the one-hand bracelet routine. And I just think they're so elegant as well. I think they're beautifully made, and they just seem to. Sometimes when you have a big chunky clasp in a piece of jewellery, you tend to find that there's a distinct stop for the clasp. You know,
Yes.
it seems to interrupt the design of
You're
the
right.
piece of jewellery. But I think with a magnetic clasp, because of their shape and style, they just blend in seamlessly.
Kind of carries
Yeah,
on. That's a
absolutely,
really
yeah.
good point. We're going to start off with the largest ones, and then we're going to do the smallest one. Brand new, launching right here, right now. Get dialing if you do it that way, literally now. You should already be dialing. I have only got 100 of them, which is limited, I know, but they are brand new. Do grab these ones whilst you can. Already, the phone lines are lighting up. We haven't put the graphics in yet. We are about to, though. So you can now, the lines are very busy already. The auction is now open, so you can grab these right here, right now. Let me just, I know it sounds silly, but I'm just going to quickly show you how these work, because I know that when we first did them, people are trying to sort of pull them open like that, and it's really difficult to do that. Obviously, once you have your necklace on, then that's absolutely fine, but actually, best way to do it is thumb and the finger next to it, forefinger, just slide them apart like that, and there you go. They are very strong, they are very sturdy. You can see the size of the magnet there, and you can even see already it's interacting with that. That means large gemstones, big, sizable, heavy gems.
Absolutely.
Still going to be absolutely fine alongside this. For me, this is one for your necklace, personally, just because of the size of it, and the other one I'm going to do is for your bracelet. So, already, loads of you sliding in. Well done to all of you. Lovely to have you on board with us tonight. Thank you very much. We've got London in. I've got Leicestershire in. Hello to Angus. Hello to Lincolnshire and to Norfolk. It's lovely to have you in. Multi-buyers left, right and centre on this one tonight. So if you want to grab your hands on these, can I just remind you, it's 2.5 grams and it's got the gold plating.
Which we don't do very often, which is lovely to see.
And it's really a shame as well, isn't it? Because I think it's something for everyone. I think gold is luxurious. Everyone appreciates gold. We've got for you gold right now, and it is £9.95 for this. You have got something serious here. Vast majority of you are multi-purchasing on this. Why do you think that is?
I think they've really caught people's imagination, and I'm surprised that magnetic clasp wasn't product of the year this year. I have to be honest.
Yeah.
I was really surprised.
Is that what you were expecting?
Yeah, yeah. And I think it should have been. I voted for magnetic clasp.
Did you?
Because I think they're fantastic. Just love them.
Yeah, I've now only got, oh no, wait, hang on, start with 100, so I've got 60% of my stock gone. 60% of my stock has now gone, 60% gone. If you do want these, do feel free to grab them now. You know what sterling silver has been like recently. It has been sparse, I would say, to say the least. And it's because, you know, as we mentioned with the shepherd hooks earlier on, it does take us a while to get things like this in. Probably about 65%-ish of the stock gone by the looks of things now. So if you do want them, absolutely grab them ASAP. I will just show you it alongside the bracelet one. They've got to know each other, just to prove to you that they've got that beauty. I've never seen us do hammered texture with these, and actually when I think of magnetic clasp with precious metal, I think of the cubic zirconia set ones, which are beautiful, but they are close to £20, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
What do you like about this kind of texture?
Reminds me of Woolworths pick and mix
Right.
at Christmas, and I can't remember the type of sweet, but it was a long oblong sweet, and it had a gold wrapper, and that gold filigree pattern was very reminiscent of the pattern on this.
I do not remember them ones.
you?
Do you, Ross? Ross used to work at Woolworths.
Did you? Oh, I miss Woolworths. I miss it so much.
Did you ever get pick and mix there yourself?
Yeah.
Did you ever?
No, I know what you're going to say, and the answer is no. I was honest.
Good. So you should be. I was just checking.
Yes.
I was just checking. Did you, Ross? Ross was in charge of scoping out to people, make sure they weren't sneaking any extras in. You give them the look. Making sure there were no toffee crisps in there and stuff, having a nose through the bag. I like it.
In our town, Whitney, we had a Woolworths that sadly closed, and all of the staff got together and bought the store and have rebranded it Well Worth It.
No
Yeah,
way.
so it's exactly the same as Woolworths. They don't have pick and mix and they don't have records and that sort of thing, but it's very similar to Woolworths, and it's called Well Worth It.
That is brilliant.
Yeah.
I love a pick and mix. And do you know how like CDs and vinyls and stuff like that, they're back,
they are.
aren't they?
Yeah.
I love that. Nikki says, one of the best things about finding jewellery maker has been discovering magnetic clasps.
Yeah.
I don't need help to put it on and take off my jewellery now.
Lovely message. It's
Nikki,
true.
that's a good point.
It's true. Yeah.
Because you do have to be sort of...
Contortionist.
Yeah. So if you're trying to
Absolutely.
put, and I'm about to do the bracelet now, bracelet in particular, if you want to try and put a lobster claw clasp bracelet on, you have to...
Or place it on your knee and faff around.
Yeah,
And it's
pin it up against something, get that dangle over the top, get behind it and kind of loop it on,
That's
don't
true,
you?
actually.
You have to be able to do that. And then at the end of the night, who could be bothered?
No.
You know what I mean? You end up going to bed with it on and then probably waking up and having a shower with it on, and then obviously it's not very good for the metal if you're doing that. So you're shortening the longevity of your pieces on occasion. I have, and this is really not a good thing to do, but I've done this so many times with bracelets when I've tried to take them off, say at the end of the night, I haven't been able to. I've done the squeeze your hand down and try and roll them down thing, and then they've just popped. I've honestly probably done that a good 4 or 5 times in my lifetime, never learned. But it's a pain. With these, as Nikki rightly said, makes your life so much easier.
Yes, yeah.
So much easier. So it's the bracelet one coming in now, just to give you a size comparison. There you go. Oh, friends.
Cute.
They are lovely, aren't they? So I'll do the smaller one for you now. So obviously bracelets spring to mind, but it's not just about bracelets, I suppose, is it?
Well, I mean, I'm thinking of that amazing launch of Kleshner's last week with the cotton pearls.
Oh, I loved
those.
those.
I mean, they were weightless, weren't they? They were amazing.
Yeah.
So you could have quite a substantial necklace using this smaller clasp,
Yeah.
I think, without a doubt.
I think these ones are good for earrings as well.
Yes, yeah.
Because you can, actually I'll leave that one in shot just because, so we know which one we're doing. But just to show you, the magnet on these is so strong that if you did want to pop, hang on, if you did want to pop one on either side of your earlobe.
Yeah, absolutely. With a long length of chain suspended from
Going
the
in
two.
between each.
Yeah, I think they look amazing.
So imagine my finger's my earlobe, which obviously it's not, but just use your imagination. One on either side of your earlobe.
Yeah.
They are, done and dusted. And you can do that with the smaller
amazing.
ones. Obviously your earlobe's a bit bigger. But it's not painful because it's not squeezing at all. And I've done that with, I've got a set of silver ones, but I didn't think of doing chain to each bit, but that is very on trend.
You've got dainty little lobes, haven't you?
Mine are attached lobes.
Oh.
So I don't have an earlobe, they're
right.
attached, yeah. They just go in.
Wow.
Anyway, you've got your gold-plated sterling silver. These are dainty and delicate. You can see all of the workmanship that's gone into these. This evening for you, we're launching them. Drop down deal. People buying 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, 1. You've got loads of your multi-buying.
Wow.
£7.95 for this one. So we're going to put the larger one at the bottom of your screen right now so you can grab these in together. But I think that price for something that's going to make your life easier is brilliant. But also, but also for something that is going to make you wear your jewellery more.
Even more. Yeah, I expect people have got lots of pieces of jewellery that never get to see the light of day because they're tricky to put on and off.
Completely. And I think if you have jewellery that is comfortable to wear, that is easy to wear, then you are going to wear it.
Absolutely.
And things like this are the quick grab jewellery. I hate running late, so if I'm ever running late for something, say to go and meet my friends for food or whatever, I will call a taxi even though I'm not ready yet. So it's like the taxi is on its way. Mark's eyes have just doubled inside. Is that
Really?
Yes. because I hate being late that much that I will then have to pressure myself. So I will ring a taxi and then I will be rushing, and when the taxi arrives, I will be out of the door, even if I've not brushed my hair and I've only put one lip's worth of lipstick on. Things like this, though, are that kind of grab it jewellery, grab it on.
That's true.
In a rush.
Completely.
Grab it, place it on, you're ready wearing, you're looking glamorous. I think these are lovely, and of course these, just to remind you, you're looking at around about sort of an 8mm round. I know that it's described as an 8x12, but that's because it's 12 at the longest point. So these would go great with your 8mm round gemstones, or you know, smaller than that even. And these ones, of course, would go larger. $7.95, well done. Looking at around about 60% of the stock again gone on those ones. So if you do want them, then now is your chance. Let me let you know as well that I have got these chains coming up for you. There's just one there, but there are a pack of 3. This is tonight's must-have. And if you like the crown, that's coming up as well. That we've done that for you already, so have a little look. You can add it to your order. Also, just to let you know, a star buy coming up. Is it in this hour or the next hour, Ross? Yeah, we're not sure yet. He's just finding out, but let me show you. Ooh! We'll work out in a bit if it's going to be in this hour or next hour. He's just seeing if he can load. He'll see if he can load it because it's in the next hour and he needs to be. It's very boring. I don't know why I'm boring you with this, but yeah, rose gold version I've got coming up for you. Okay, let's chat about your kits, please, Mark.
Okay. Now I was given the awful decision of choosing which one I wanted to make jewellery with.
That must have been really difficult.
It was really tough, but the colour of this labradorite swung it for me without a shadow of a doubt. It's just phenomenal. Would you like the labradorite one first?
Yes, please. Do you mind sliding it over toward me? So I have got
can you see the pinks
alternate
and purples?
colourways. Honestly, from this angle, the peaches in this.
Look at the purple in this one. This is the most beautiful labradorite, I think. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at the purple.
So, whoa.
This is amazing. Wow. I didn't think my bundle could get any better, but look at that purple. This is without a doubt the finest labradorite I've worked with.
And you've worked with a lot of labradorite. You obviously love labradorite.
Yeah.
What was it with this bundle that you know took your breath away so much?
Well, I've never had a bundle that didn't have blue, that didn't have the turquoise, but I mean this is all purple, this is all peach, this is all gold. It's so beautiful. That is stunning.
Oh my gosh. I mean, it's magical when you look at gemstones like this, that they take your breath away every time. I think that's a really interesting thing about labradorite. You know, when you see labradorite, I think we're all connected to it, but it still takes your breath away, even though this might be the 100th labradorite you've worked with, you know, it still takes your breath away.
I never get bored of labradorite, and just when you think you've seen the best labradorite, you have something like this bundle. It's incredible.
When you're looking at quality, obviously you're looking at schiller and sheen and labradorescence under the surface, but I bet the carat weight took you a bit by surprise too.
It did, and I got 2 bundles because I get the kit that I work with and the kit to do the demo with, and every single one was just phenomenal. Yeah, absolutely beautiful.
They're just.
I love the shapes as well. I mean, they're so different, and look at that.
Look at that one.
Look how rich that is.
Isn't it?
What was that?
You're glad you cut back to one for that because it was so weird. Oh, Lion King, sorry.
Oh, right.
Sorry, should have explained that first. I mean, very loosely. Imagine Lion King sounds just like that, but in time and tune.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And nothing like that, really. But anyway, I love this collection, but that is... Oh no, that's what it's like though, isn't it? It is that bit in the beginning where they lift up that monkey. Have you ever seen it?
No.
A monkey lifts up a lion.
As you do.
At sunset.
Right.
Whilst Blackadder stands beside him.
Ah,
Yeah.
right.
It's a Blackadder's not Blackadder, mind you. He's a toucan. But
Right.
I mean, it sounds like I'm making it up, but I am getting for you. I did not know that's what this was called, this kit. What's a golden plum, Mark?
Isn't it a damson or an apricot?
Oh,
It's an
right.
apricot, isn't it? A golden plum is an apricot.
Oh, good. Yeah. No, don't search it on the work computer.
No,
I've got for you here a serious amount
Wow.
of beauty.
That's my favourite. Look at that.
That
That is
one.
just immense. Gosh, I don't think I've ever used that word on TV before.
It suits this though.
Yeah.
Really
Oh,
name inspiring.
Look at that.
And this one, again, I'll show you the purple one too.
Oh, you're joking. Look at that. I mean, that's lavender amethyst. I've never seen that colour
It's
in a
that kind of
labradorite
colour,
before.
isn't it?
Never.
So, perfect to pair with.
Yep.
Now, we know how much you love your seed bead. What took your fancy with these ones, Mark?
It was the colour match. It's a
Yeah.
perfect colour
Yeah.
match. And they're more translucent out of the tube, so they're quite discerning. They're a lovely combination. Oh, I love them. I absolutely love them.
And these work so well with the gold wire,
Yeah.
which
No,
you've got
absolutely. Yeah.
oodles
Yeah,
of.
that's right.
20
That's right.
metres, which is including 10 metres of 1 mil, which we don't see
see
often.
it very often. Oh, look at! Can you see that from here? That I'm going back to these. They're
Honestly,
amazing.
you need to get these labradorite in your life. Let me give you the stats and figures. 10 metres of 1 mil, 10 metres of 0.4, 185 carats of purple peach labradorite, and then your sapphire gold luster seed beads, and those are in the 11 O's. So I love that about it. It's like, oh, what, me? Ta-da!
Yeah, I know. That's really. What colour would you call that? Oh, it's a rose gold.
Bleach. Bleach? Bleach is in like blush and peach, but bleach isn't quite as nice as I thought.
No.
Not blush and
Plush.
peach.
Plush. That's a good plush, yeah.
Plush. Yes,
That's a good word.
plush.
That's a good word. That's
Or,
amazing.
like, golden plum.
Yeah.
Golden plums. Yeah. Nice. I've got for you not just your labradorite, all of that wire, all of those seed beads, your golden plums tonight. Under £30. We're taking this under £30. The labradorite alone, I'd expect £35.95. And more maybe. £27.95 is your closeout deal on this. That is phenomenal. Now, there's so many of you flying in for this. Can I just forewarn you? You are guaranteed your purpley peach labradorites here. So it's well worth grabbing your hands on it whilst you can. The labradorites by themselves, I would have expected more than 22 quid if I'm honest. I really would have done. That is incredible. And
That's
the
amazing.
jewellery you've made is so luxurious. And I love that you've really showed off the labradorites. You know what I mean?
that.
You've not hidden anything, have you?
And we're not even moving that. I mean, that's just static, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's just absolutely static. I love this.
magical.
This is amazing kit.
That
It's
price
beautiful.
point for what you're
Wow.
getting at, and I love this design. Beautiful.
Well, this is an ode to our budding beaders. Can I flip it round?
Of course you
If I
can.
can reach across, because
Oh, look at that catching the light.
I mean, it's just a simple bit of gluing, and everyone uses a bit of glue nowadays. And it's just enabled me now, because I can only macrame around cabochons. I can't do weaving and prong setting and things like that. So to be able to do a simple little technique like this, which the budding beaders use to make the deal of the day jewellery, it's just opened up for me. It's opened up, and I've even done it on the bracelet as well. This little bracelet. And I've actually glued that. Oh, look at the colour of that.
That is
So if I flip this,
amazing.
like, just flip that over, can you see I've just made a simple little, and then I've attached it to the back. So again, it's enabled me, who's not a wire worker, to be able to, can I just show, look at this.
Just as
look at
proof
this,
that, you know,
look
it's
at
not
this.
just that we've got a really, really good one here, you know, that this kind of collection is really good. It's just
They're all
really
amazing.
good.
They're fantastic,
Oh,
absolutely amazing.
I love them. I love
Wow,
them.
wow.
It's just stunning. So grab those in the Labradorite whilst you have the opportunity, because it is extra, extra, extra special. I am going to bring you the rose quartz, but I think I'm going to bring that in a little bit. We'll start off with the demo, just whilst you're all filtering out and grabbing in these. Yes,
Wow.
Mark, which piece
Well,
are
I'm
you
going
demoing?
to show you how to do the earrings, because you like those, didn't you?
Oh, I do. I love
Those
these.
little earrings. But they're really good fun, really simple to make. So I thought I'd show you, and it's a bit of macrame, any excuse to do a bit of macrame.
Well, why not?
Absolutely.
Oh, wait, hang on. That's macrame.
Yeah.
I would not have guessed that.
Ah, it's lovely. I love this.
That's cool.
Okay, so I've just straightened out. So what I've done, I've taken a piece of the 1 mil. Okay, now the seed beads won't fit on the 1 mil. Okay, I did try, but they won't. So this is one of the reasons why I decided to do this type of macrame instead. So I've taken a piece of the 1 mil, and because we're making earrings, there's no need to go top to bottom. I've gone middle to middle. Okay, so I'm using the horizontal side. Otherwise, there'll be quite a bit of wastage. And then for the earrings, you'll need a piece of your 0.4. Now this 0.4 is a couple of feet long. So depending on the size of the loop you want to make your earring, the more of the 0.4 you'll need to use. Okay. Yeah. So what we're going to do, they're probably going to go everywhere now. Is I'm just going to put the seed beads just up on the top of the board. Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to do the twist knot or the half square.
Okay.
That's all we're going to do.
Okay.
So I've taken my wire underneath the lazy, and I'm just going to do 5 half square knots. So instead of doing the square knot, which comprises of 2 sections, the left and the right, the half square, you stay on one side and you repeat, and you get that twist, that sort of DNA helix structure. Okay, so I'm going to do 5 to start. Again, staying on the same side. So that's 1. Now you can either count the number of knots you do, or you use your grid on the macrame board as a measure. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to slide that down so I'm sitting on one of the black horizontal grid lines, and then I know that the second earring will be exactly the same size. I mean, you can do this technique longer if you want to, and turn it into a bracelet as well. So you can see already I've only done 3 halves there, and they're already starting to do the little twist. And I think the wire macrame doing this particular knot looks so elegant. It's just beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's just 5. And can you see already that we've got that nice little helixy twist starting to form?
Forming around it. You can actually see that it's got the
it's
bridge.
already starting to form. So what we're going to do now is we're going to pick up our left wire, and we're going to again use the wire as a needle. So we're going to pop one on the left, and we're going to pop one on the right. So we're putting the beads on the working strands rather than the lazy, which we would normally do. And then we're going to do 2 half square knots. So we're going to do 1. Again, just make sure that those beads are nudged up nice and tight. So we're going to do 1, 2. Pull that through. And then we're going to repeat. So you can already see the beads are starting to flip over as well. They're already starting. So I'm going to pick up one with the left and one with the right.
If someone rung the doorbell with a delivery, and you'd forgotten which side you were working on, do you have a way of remembering that? Or when you do this twist, do you just always go in that direction?
You always know when you're doing the half twist, because you're always going to stay on that side. It's slightly different when you're doing a square knot, which I can show you if you want me to. I can show you how you come back to the right side.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to continue with your exactly the same move. So 1 on the left, 1 on the right. You do your 2 sections. So 1.
How much tension are you putting on that? Because with seed beads, you might think, oh no, what if they,
The one thing you need to worry about with wire macrame is if you pull too tight, you might snap your wire.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the seed beads will be fine.
The seed beads are absolutely fine. I've done it. I've done it quite a few times where I've been a bit overzealous with it. But it's one of those things you'll get used to. You'll get used to the tension.
We've had a couple of texts in for you.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah, go on. What? We'll pop one up. Oh, what glue did you use for the cabochons?
I always go to this glue.
Your super favourite one?
Yeah.
Do it. Knew it. Knew it.
Yeah.
You sponsored by him or something?
No. Shall I tell you what it is?
Yeah, go on.
Shall I tell you what it is? There was a strap line that I grew up with because my dad used this glue all the time, and one of its taglines was "bonds in seconds."
Yeah.
Okay, so for me, the thought of having to stop halfway through a piece of jewellery to let it dry overnight,
Got you.
can't be doing with it.
No,
just cannot
you
be
want it
doing
there
with it.
and done.
I want it there and then. So if I do use the glue that's super, I still wait half an hour. But it's better than waiting 12 hours for it to dry overnight.
see.
So
Got
I use it for all of my cabochons. I use it for all my kumihimo ending settings.
Wow.
Anything that needs glue.
Anything that
it's
can
the
be.
glue that's super.
You ever got any in your mouth?
No, I have live on air stuck my thumb and finger together while on air, and and for about half an hour I was struggling to prise my fingers apart.
Oh, so you didn't bring it up?
Oh no. So it took me nearly half an hour. Nearly got to half an hour.
It's a good job it didn't get to your demo.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So it's not the best.
No,
it's not the
that's
best.
true.
No.
But yeah, that's how he's done
Yeah,
it.
the glue that's super.
The super strong glue.
Yeah. So what I've done, if I bring the earrings across, I'll show you how I constructed them,
Yeah.
and then I'll show you how to, if you're doing square knots, which side you come back to.
Great.
So all I've done is I've taken, I might be able to, I can dismantle it actually. Let me just take this off. Let me find the jump ring. These jump rings are so good that you can't find
They
them.
really are brilliant.
Okay, so if I just pull this apart like so. Okay, so you can see. Okay, so that's your twisted. So that's your twisted section. You can see. So we've got that sort of helix, but with the seed beads
That
on
is
either
so
side.
nice.
Okay, so you do your little section, and obviously you're wanting 2 because you're making earrings. And then all I do is I make a wrap loop either end. Okay, and then you just take the 2 ends up. And I use my ring mandrel at home just to make the loop. And then when you get to this point, you just need to make sure that the 2 loops sit nice and adjacent to each other. Okay, and then you take your jump ring, and you pop your jump ring through the loops like so. And then just before you close the loop, you pop on your little shepherd's hook, like so. And then what I did then is I just went back and just placed it over the ring mandrel just to get that nice circular shape. If you wanted to, you can give it a squidge and have it as a sort of a teardrop or a pear.
That's so
if you wanted
clever.
to. But because they're glass, they're really strong actually. So you can get away with popping that over the ring mandrel.
That's
It's
brilliant.
really good.
Could you wear that as a ring, or am I going too far now? Tell the truth.
Don't know. Would it be comfortable?
Let me have a look. I think it looks like it could be. Yeah, I would wear
could.
that. Oh, I think that looks
Yeah,
so cool.
So what you'd make your section exactly the same, and then with your 2 loops either end, you would just make they would sit underneath the finger, so it would be adjustable as well. You see, but you'd have to use 1mm wire
As the core,
for it to hold its position.
Oh, I think that's really cool. Oh, I love that. Thank you for showing us that, Mark.
Okay. So if you show the viewers something, I will get a section of square knot done, and then I can show you.
Love this.
I can show you.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, I'll
Do you
bring it
mind,
across. No.
Stretch Armstrong.
No.
Do you remember Stretch Armstrong? Do you
There
remember
we
Stretch
go.
Armstrong?
Look at that. Stretch Armstrong.
Yeah, no, it was a toy that used to grab its arms and his arms used to
Oh, no.
extend.
Is that what he was called?
Yeah, weird.
Oh.
Anyway, he looked a bit like He-Man, I think. He was just
He-Man was
like...
cool.
He-Man was cool. Anyway, my point is rose quartz. What I'm bringing to you now is truly rose quartz crystalline. Now, if you want top-notch, creme de la creme, rose quartz, welcome to this kit. Because when you see rose quartz with brilliance, as this does, although it's nearly impossible to show you, you know that you are on to an absolute winner. Oh my goodness, Mark, you must have...
It's amazing, beautiful.
It
kit.
really is, isn't it?
It's stunning. And obviously we're privy
popular.
to the components of the kits, but we're not privy to the prices.
No.
So when I came in and spoke to Ross this evening,
Yeah.
when he told me what this was going to, again, it's just crazy. It's got shiller and colour and...
It's incredible, isn't it? It's like almost an opalescence these have got, in fact, because the quality is so good. Rose quartz crystalline, you have to pay more for. It's when the structure of them is essentially so beautifully lined up that they glow. We're going to go under 20 on this, and I'm just showing you the rose quartz thus far. You can see there's loads in there. Carat weight wise on that. Oh, sorry, my thing's being silly. 480 carats worth you've got on that, and it is beautiful glowing. I've already got people checking out on this one. Well done. It's under £20. You've also got in here your beautiful large tube, very, very large tube of your seed beads. Absolutely mammoth. Great colour on those ones. And also you're getting your 0.4 and your 0.8 this time. Yeah, or 0.8 this time in the silver plated. Beautiful qualities. Love that rose quartz. I think for 480 carats worth, this price point is bonkers. There you go, $19.95. Genuinely more for the cabochons. I think we've done sets of cabochons where you get like 3 of these ovals, and they're usually about £12, aren't they? Where you get the 3 that are like the same.
They're amazing.
This.
Oh no. These, yeah, I don't mind doing it to prove a point if you want. We're going to do something a little bit odd now, but it is to prove a point, because I think sometimes if I sit here and say, these are £24.95, you might think, all right, yeah, fine, yeah, if you want to. Ross is actually going to bring the graphics in for just these. In fact, look, they're in our schedule, see? Oh,
here's another pot of them. It's just these ones, it's the same, as you can see. You don't know what size and whatever you're going to get, but it is 480 carats. If you want to buy just the rose quartz, £24.95, which I have to say is a ridiculously good price for these.
Incredible, yeah.
You can buy these by themselves. And the thing is, it is absolutely and completely up to you. You might just want the rose quartz, you might not want wire or seed beads. If you do like wire and you do like seed beads, you pay less money. But we just wanted to prove a point there, because I think, you know, it's important to see things like that. So yeah, £24.95 by themselves, or get the kit today for £19.95.
That's amazing.
It's a brilliant price, really is.
Incredible.
It is, isn't it?
Incredible. For that quality, amazing. Wow.
I love this seed bead.
It's really unusual colour, actually.
It's like a more muted version of this year's colour of the year, isn't it?
Yeah, it's lovely.
They are £19.95. Right, Mark, I'm back with you. I'm loving this creativity tonight.
So how close can Kerry zoom down on the...
Oh, very close.
Really
Let's
close.
See.
Okay.
I'm going to guess rather close.
Okay.
She's just focusing it now.
Marvellous.
These are the techie things our directors have to do. So yeah, we're zooming in.
Okay. It's amazing.
You can hear it
I can
above
hear
our
it
heads.
whirring. I can hear it whirring.
We were very, very close then, but she said it was too close. Do you want it closer?
Yeah.
Let's go closer.
If we can.
Let's go closer. Yeah, we can. Look at this, live action closeness. That's good.
Brilliant. No, that's amazing.
Good.
Thank you, Kerry. So, you're doing your macrame, and
close.
the delivery man comes.
Yeah.
The DPD man or the postman.
Delivery for Mark!
Exactly. So
More jewellery maker things and bulbs.
So I have to... Bulbs?
Bulbs, yeah.
Yeah, I get bulbs delivered.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Yeah.
You're such a bulb delivery guy. You are.
So the doorbell rings, or you have an issue with a cat or something, you have to leave what you're doing, okay? So this is exactly the same whether you're using wire or cord or hemp or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, right, so we've got 2 sides. So the left side, can you see there's a raised loop
Yeah.
with the wire coming underneath.
It's like a little bridge.
It's like a little bridge. Now on this side, we've got the loop is underneath with the wire above. So the right hand side, we've got the wire underneath, the loop underneath with the wire above. You always start on the side with the wire coming under the bridge. So if you remember that 3-word slogan, under the bridge, you always come back to the side that the wire is coming under the bridge. Okay, so just take a second just to look at the 2 sides, and whichever side the wire is coming underneath the raised loop, that's the side you always start on.
That is such a nifty little trick.
Because if you're doing a row of square knots and you started on the wrong side, you get a little twist starting.
Got you.
And once you've done a knot with wire, it's quite difficult to undo it without unstrengthening the wire. and that's when you get your snappages, when the wire is slightly damaged.
We do not like snappages at all.
Okay, so that's your number one tip for macrame. Thank you, Kerry.
I love that. What a brilliant tip. I have just accidentally pressed a button on the thing that I've never seen before. Completely
FIFO
accident.
reviews.
FIFO reviews. There was one made merely 8 minutes ago for some pink flamingo collection.
What's
Got a
the
double,
numbers at the top in that yellow box?
Service review. Gosh, that is a lot.
92,000 excellence.
92,000
Wow.
excellence. We are given, with those in relation, over just the past year, that is mind, 98% service.
Full marks.
Full. That's amazing,
Wow.
isn't it, really? Anyway, I've no idea I've done that, so just thought I'd show it to you. I think that's brilliant. Anyway.
Wow.
Shall we move on? I suppose we shall. So, I'm going to bring to you, because we've just done the rose quartz, I thought we'd bring to you some rose gold. So these, as I've said, are coming up in this hour. He has managed to load them into this hour. We're going to do them in a few Shopportunities time, but just to give you an idea. Oh my gosh, that works.
Perfectly. Absolutely
Perfecto.
perfectly.
And I will just let you know that next hour is all about the silver. So everything silver. If you like this type of silver, it's coming up in the next. The shine on this is incredible. It looks like, I don't know.
I love the
You remember
different
Peter
patternings.
Andre in the 90s when he used to walk around topless with just baby oil on?
Mysterious Girl era.
Yeah, it's like his torso. Sorry, Gary's
Really?
going, put your shirt back on, Peter. Nobody wants to see it. Not a fan of the Anders. No, you're not.
He's
no.
touring at the moment, isn't he?
Do you know what I've just seen him in an advert. He's going on this celebrity takeaway thing whereby you have to only eat takeaway food for like 3 weeks or whatever. Genuinely, I saw him in an advert. I was like, oh,
gosh.
Peter. Anyway,
Wow.
yeah, so silver, left, right and centre, but rose gold in this hour. These are brand new magnetic class. They are rose gold, genuine sterling silver with genuine rose gold. They're coming up for you in a bit. Let's do, perfect rounds. These go great. Have a look. They go well.
Outstanding,
Oh,
that
come
rose
back,
quartz.
you.
That's absolutely outstanding. You don't, as you said earlier, you don't tend to get rose quartz with clarity, do you?
No,
That's
completely
amazing.
right.
Amazing.
So that's the one for in the kit. I think these are so unique and individual. I think you've got this lovely. It's quite interesting. So if you imagine sort of the, if you imagine slicing these in half and that halfway point being the girdle, because that's what the girdle section is of a gemstone. It's the largest part of the gemstone. Usually what will happen is there will be a faceting along that largest part, but with this it actually isn't. It's one on either side. So it almost appears like it has more facets. And the facets are all sort of completely square, which again is quite unusual. Wow, I've not seen that before.
No,
It gives a slightly different interaction with light, doesn't it? I think this colour is so beautiful and dainty. It's £11.95. Grab it whilst you can. I've got some slabs for you as well now in rose quartz. And these are a bit different too. Same sort of ones as we did in the pre-night. Oh, these in pre-night.
That's a good idea.
Like a... forest, it's like a garden.
You know when you know you're about to make a fool of yourself.
Oh,
so
yes.
So you say to yourself, "Don't make a fool of yourself," but then you go on live TV and actually then make a fool of yourself. Do you ever get that feeling?
Literally, you're talking about
thinking to
99% of my life
I
now.
was just thinking to myself, wasn't the lead guitarist in Guns N' Roses called Slab?
Oh, goodness.
And then I thought, no, you can't. It's Slash.
Yeah.
But then I go ahead and say it. You just can't stop yourself.
You can't help
you?
it, no. And the thing is, when you start to chuckle to yourself about these, you can't then just chuckle and move on.
You can't.
You have to say it, or else you look like an odd bod. But then you have to say things like the lead singer, good old Slab, and you feel like an odd bod anyway.
Yeah.
But you can't help it.
No.
We're a family here. We forgive each other our peculiarities. There you are. 18.95 is your opportunity on these ones today. If you like something a bit unusual, I've got a few unusual elements. I knew you would.
I think that is outstanding.
This is coming up next.
Wow.
It's just incredible. But just thinking of unusual, I know this is two different types of unusual, but I just thought to show you
Is that the
that's
Jasper
coming
of
up
the
next.
Ocean?
It's actually multi-gemstones. No, that's not what these are called. No, I thought. The previous hour, remember? It's the one you told me to hold back. Oh, yeah, he's going. I was thinking that's not a multi-gem. But I do have a multi-gemstone strand coming up. Can we do the multi-gemstone strand after? Snazzy. Well done, everybody, on that one. Okay, I'm moving on. I saw you had your peepers on this.
That's beautiful.
Can we just look at them one at a time? I just think they're beautiful. Why have you been having a little nosy at this agate?
Well, I've just discovered my eye loop. I bought it from here about a year ago, and it was a little set of 4 you get with the little attachment for your phone, so you can take macro.
You got them, did you?
Yeah,
I missed out on them both times.
And for 9 months, I've been looking through them the wrong way. Because I didn't read the instructions, because I never read instructions. And I've just discovered that it's amazing.
Did you not think these aren't doing much?
No, it's bizarre. So all of this type of gemstone now, I look through with the loop. And it's absolutely fascinating.
And what
really
do you
is
think
amazing.
when you look at things like this through a loop?
You just, half the time you think that it's not from this planet. You just think they're from outer space. They are so amazing. And you know, you get maps of the world, you get atlases, you get watercolour paintings, you get absolutely everything. I love this. Moss agate.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's incredible, isn't it? Totally natural, mind. It's not dyed.
Amazing.
Isn't
I
that
would buy
astonishing?
3 or 4 strands of this and just have them loose in a bowl on the coffee table, I think.
Would you buy 3 or 4 strands if these were $25.95?
Might not go for 4.
Maybe 3?
I would at this price.
At $9.95, you
without
would.
a doubt. Without a doubt. That'd be incredible.
They are, aren't they? That's like a dragon's egg. If you two are into what I like to call game of chairs, nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Oh, yeah,
That's what that reminds me of.
Oh,
Like
it's
a
that big
dragon's
spoiler
egg.
that's doing the rounds.
No.
You probably know the big spoiler already.
No, I don't.
Who they think the White King, what do they call him? The Snow King, Ice King?
Oh, yeah, what's
Winter
his
King?
face?
Yeah.
Coldy McGee. Not his name, not his official name, but yeah, head of the White Walkers.
Yeah. Well, they're all saying that it's I don't want to spoil it. People are watching. I'll tell you in the break.
Don't tell me in the break.
Oh, don't tell you in the break.
No, I don't know. I don't know if I want to know.
It's all over Facebook. So.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, go on. Tell me in
Bran.
the break.
Oh, I've told you now.
Who?
And they've taken his face and they've morphed it with the King of the White Walkers, and it's the same person.
Whose?
Bran.
No!
Yeah.
You are joking. No, I've never liked him.
No.
I've never liked Bran.
No.
I haven't. No. I think he's a bit whiny.
He is a bit whiny.
I mean, he's been through a lot, bless him,
yeah.
for a made-up character.
Yeah.
Well, I never.
Yeah.
I love when theories like that come out, don't you? Theories.
I love conspiracy theories. I love them.
What kind?
Well,
They're about to sell out, actually.
Oh.
How many of those we got left? Less than 20 of those ones available.
Gosh.
Grab them whilst you can and move into multi-gemstone now. This is so unusual for a multi-gemstone.
Hasn't this been a previous deed of the day?
Oh, has
I think it has.
Sorry, my earpiece is paying silly beggars.
My batteries have died as well.
Oh, have they? You've not got voices in your ear.
But it's nearly break time.
It is, that's true. These are gorgeous. You've got loads of different types and colours in here. You've got different types of jaspers, different types of agates. You've got
See, this colour here would be your greige.
Greige. This one.
Yeah.
Greige. Grey and beige. What would that one be? What colour are you describing that one as?
What, the green colour?
No, this one in the middle.
The mauve, sort of.
Purpley blue. Blurple.
Blurple.
Good old
blove.
blurple. Blove is
That's
nice.
a good one. Yeah. That's a good one.
Low and blove. £9.95 for this strand. Beautiful graduation. Beautiful colours in the centre. Very Mother Nature hues. Very almost Cass Kidston, almost Liberty print, I think. The types of things maybe you'll see in sort of rural gardens even.
Yeah.
Really beautiful, £9.95. Brilliant strand and lower price than the bead scoop. Great that, isn't it? So
Brilliant.
There you go, 98 carats. I do have to dive on into a star buy now, and trust me, you're going to be glad that we did. Brand new launching for you right now. I will make you aware that on our last look in the break, there was about 70% of the stock gone on the gold. Rose gold, we have the same quantity, so about 100 of both, but we have a feeling they're going to be even more popular because rose gold is the talking point at the moment. Yeah. It really is. So if you want to grab them, I would suggest you start dialing now because I'm bringing you the largest and the small bracelet design as a star buy. Look at the strength. One thing I would like to point out about these, now I am probably completely and absolutely wrong on what I'm about to say. I'm going to say it anyway. Usually, when I've seen ones like this before, there hasn't been a 925 stamp. One time I have seen a 925 stamp here up near the top. But obviously if we were to stamp 925 here up near the top, it's going to change the texture, isn't it? Let me just... Oh, sorry. Look, do you see it then? It's on the inside. I swear that's new. Oh, it's on both sides. Oh, sorry. They're very strong. I don't know if I've seen that before. I'm probably being a dafty. But I've definitely seen a set where there's been printed on top, but obviously that would change the texture. But both on the inside say 925. So when you're gifting these, people know you've got the extra mile, don't they? I think they're beautiful. Right, we're bringing the graphics in for the largest, so get ready, you're dialing. Good work, because the graphics are about to come live. We've got the largest size for you here. We know these are going to be very, very popular indeed. They're really easy to link onto. You can use bead and thread, you can use silk, you can use wire, you can use cord, you can use shibori, you can use macrame, you can use hemp cord and ribbons and satin and toweling if you wanted. It's up to you. T-shirt yarn, you could pop through these. There's loads of things you could do. £9.95. Hang on. £9.95. Even though these are the rose gold, that's a brilliant price point. I think that's so good because they're absolutely and completely on trend. Loads of multi-buyers on this one. I think that is just fandabby-dozy. I love these. Do you, Mark?
I think they're amazing. I'm just trying to work out the magnets inside. I'm assuming that they are domed to fill the interior. They're not. So this would be completely solid of magnet, wouldn't it? Under the dome,
I'm not entirely honest. I'll be honest. I don't know, but maybe they're very sturdy and very strong.
Yeah.
And remember that you can reactivate them as well if you use them for a long period of time. I think these are just beautiful. I love the texture. I love the design. And I'm someone who I sort of use the term, you know, jewellery for gents and jewellery for ladies very, very rarely because I'm sort of like, well, each to their own, if, you know, and I will buy like shirts from men's sections and wear them and, you know, I'm all about that. But for me, these are, in the traditional sense, very unisex.
Oh, absolutely.
Would you agree with that?
And because they're not parve set with CZ, for example, I mean, they have that hammered quality. And I think it just makes them a bit more subtle.
Yes.
With that, doesn't it?
And it's got a touch of the, what's that one that Baldric's in? They dig things up.
Time
team.
Yeah. Oh, it does actually, yes.
It's got a touch of the time team about it, doesn't it?
Anglo-Saxon jewellery.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yes. It's got a touch of that about it.
Yes.
Something that you'd find that's a little bit old. Oh, and it also reminds me of like my granddad's tankards.
Oh yeah.
You know those metal tankards that have that have these textures in. And sometimes my granddad's got a set of tankards that are clear at the bottom. Because sorry, I thought I don't know. I just stopped them to see if you knew where I was going with it. It's because back in the olden days, this could be absolute rubbish.
No, I think I know where you're going with
My granddad's definitely told me this.
Yeah.
Back in the olden days, olden days, before my granddad's time, they would drop like a coin with the king's head in it, the army would, and if they dropped it in your beer and you finished the drink, that meant that you were recruited to the army. So they started putting clear bottoms on tankards so that when you lifted them up, you'd be able to see that someone had dropped a coin in there.
Right.
That could be rubbish.
I think it's got a ring of truth to it.
But this is what I've been told. Yeah. Do feel free to text in if you actually know the story, because I've obviously just done my usual, oh yeah, there's a monkey and it lifts up and it lifts up a lion at night time sort of take on the story. I'm going to bring to you the bracelet. Well, I keep saying that, the smaller design. It's not necessarily a bracelet,
is it?
Not
at all. No.
Get away. I'll show you just to show you the size comparisons. There you go. Aye. They are strong. If you've had a set of, this is just a point I've never really thought of. If you had a set of necklaces or whatever in your jewellery box, how would you stop them doing that? Would you put them in different compartments?
Oh, I see what you mean. Because even if you put them in a little grip seal bag, they'd still attract each other, wouldn't they?
Yeah, but I suppose they wouldn't get tangled though if they're in little lips, so that wouldn't matter, would it?
Yeah, that's a good point. You have to come up with, on your frames or your jewellery holders, you'd have to work out the determining distance between the magnetic and then
maybe. Do you know where they could be good in?
Yeah.
Our kit exchange bags.
Yeah, good plan.
That'd be good in each different bags, because then it wouldn't matter at all.
No, good plan.
If they got attached, because they're in different bags, so they're not going to get tangled. You just peel the bags apart.
Yeah, it's a good plan.
And anyway, it's the dainty one I'm doing for you now. As again, they are 8 mils that you've got here, the bull detail. So we're going to give you another deal. The larger one's coming in at the bottom of your screen. I think it just danced on and off then. Very strange. Anyway, the graphics are in. The price is about to come on. Let me see if this says 925 on it as well, because this is a bit small, so I would expect that it possibly wouldn't. But we'll see. A up. No, these ones don't say 925 in the opening section. Oh, hang on. No, tell a lie. I think they do. My eyesight's not where it once was. Do you find that? Oh, sorry. I'm not very good at showing you these. Very, very strong, very, very sturdy. Actually, that's nice. Actually, quite interesting when you think that you've got such a large magnet on each of these, because it does take up a really good amount of the actual overall finish. Yeah. £7.95 is your deal on these ones. So if you do want them, you know what to do. 0800 644 655. And I will also say to you too, if you are new, you've not only do you get, the free strands, etc., but you may well only join us now because you don't necessarily want to, make loads of jewellery. It might just be there's someone in your family who wants, the jewellery they don't wear anymore, that they've had for a long time. Maybe their dexterity is not what it used to be. To learn to use one of these to take off an old clasp, maybe, for example, a lobster claw, for example, and to add something like this on in its place. You can learn how to do that on JewelleryMaker.com, and there's loads of free tuition on there and on our YouTube. And the fact of the matter is that it will take you genuinely, first time, 10 minutes max?
Yeah,
even for a first time make. Yeah. And you're going to make someone's life so much easier.
This is a good way of testing whether that's sterling silver or not, because sterling silver isn't magnetic.
Correct.
Yeah. It's brilliant.
Clever that, isn't it?
That's always a good way of telling. If it's got any other alloys in it, it will magnetise to magnet.
You've just given me quite a good idea, I think. If you had like a magnetic board in your crafting room, you could use these as like little, and maybe even have little dangles from them as like little tassely
Good idea.
bit different, isn't it? Anyway, well done. So let's chat about the next hour because I'm about to go to the break. In the next hour, we're going to be nosying at that tool, if you don't mind.
Oh, I'll have a look in the break.
That we gave to you. So we'll be looking at that tool that we gave to Mark. Also in the next hour, it's all about the sterling silver. So straight after the break, we're going to be diving on into this trio. We had a set of deal of the day necklaces that sold out today. We are going to do a deal on these, which is essentially going to have the exact same reaction. All three of them together, there was a guide price. We've gone to the penny on this. As well as that, I'm also going to be bringing to you this incredible, I don't know about you, but genuinely I've not been able to take my eyes off it. Even though I'm covering this a lot with this neckline, you know, it's a gorgeous design. So this is coming up for you. I've only got 20 available. As well as that, the next hour is all about silver, silver, silver. I've got silver swallows, I've got silver clasps, I've got silver findings. Everything is silver. And we're going to be doing that tool as well. So do not ye go anywhere. Do not ye go anywhere. We'll be back in about 3.5 minutes.
Jewellery makers, we have an exciting online-only offer for you on the fascinating gemstone of labradorite. Head over to our website now to receive 20% off on over 150 selected lines. Select your favourites and simply enter labradorite at the checkout to redeem your discount. But hurry, this offer will only be running for a limited time, and once the stock has gone, it's gone. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Our brand new Get Started with Jewellery Maker page has been created to provide help and guidance for jewellery making newbies. If you need design suggestions, hints and tips, or help with perfecting your jewellery designs, we're here to help. Head over to facebook.com/getstartedwithjm, where our talented in-house designers are happy to answer your jewellery making questions, offer inspiration, and get you started in your jewellery making journey. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Welcome to Jewellery Maker. We are part of the Immediate Media family. Immediate Media is a fast-growing multimedia platform company who operates some of the most loved brands across the UK. Our brands range from our other shopping TV channel, The Sewing Quarter, to our very successful magazines, such as Simply Knitting, Molly Makes, and the Radio Times. We work incredibly hard to inspire you and bring you lots of exciting ideas and projects. So whatever your creative needs, you know that our crafting family will be there for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
At JewelleryMaker, we are always looking at ways to provide you with a fantastic shopping experience. With this in mind, we'd like to welcome you to our new pre-order option. Selected items throughout the day will be put on display and made available for pre-order. When the presenter informs you that the pre-order service is available on an item, this is your chance to pop it into your online basket or speak to one of our brilliant call centre team members and be one of the first to secure your purchase.
Buying with Jewellery Maker online couldn't be easier. Just head over to our website, JewelleryMaker.com, and click on the register link. Simply fill in the required fields and you can shop 24/7. You'll also be privy to a faster checkout and personalised offers. Jewellery Maker, your one-stop shop for all your jewellery making needs.
when we talk about silver, we're talking about something which has a lot of promise, a lot of beauty, a lot of integrity, a lot of status. It really is something that I think we all appreciate and adore. And remember that when we're dealing with silver of this kind of calibre, we are talking about something that gives you 95% of the light that hits it back to the eye. That's more than gold, it's more than rose gold, it's more than titanium, it's more than rhodium, it's more than platinum even. So if you were a magpie, as we say, someone who likes and is attracted to shiny things, this is completely for you. We are going to give you a 1 minute clock on this. And the reason we're going to do this is because we want everyone to have an equal chance of getting it. Now, the fact of the matter is that when we give you a 1 minute clock, it means that the phone bidders know to ring in. I usually ring in when it gets like 20 seconds to the top. And web bidders know to get in and to click and to check out. The reason we're doing this is because the quantity of this we have taken down a lot. And that is because if you imagine we bought in, because we're giving you 3 of these, if you imagine we bought in 300 of these luxurious, draping, dripping with silver and light chains, we bought 300 of them, because I'm bringing you 1, 2, 3 in a bundle, that now means I don't have 300 quantity anymore. I only have 100 because every single one has 3 sets in it. So, although I do have more than 100, I think I've got 150, exactly 150 I've got of these. We have got okay quantity, but with the price point we're going to do for you this evening, it is one to better that for anyone who missed out on today's deal of the day. In fact, the price point we're going to do these is so exceptional that if you did even get the deal of the day, you're going to have money left in your pocket to afford these. For me, this is the most elaborate, almost unimaginable and complex of all of our chains. I'm about to give you a 1 minute clock to come on through on this. I am bringing you all 3 strands. As soon as that clock is finished, we'll bring the graphics in and you can come in and grab these. Are we doing a before and after price, is that right? Yeah, so that's the situation. So we're going to give you a very special deal. Your clock starts now, meaning you have got 1 minute. So I would say to you, get ready to dial when it gets to 22. If you start dialing then you know you're going to be able to get your hands on it. I will just say to you, we are going to do a before and after price. Remember that if you come in before, brilliant, everybody pays the final closing price point. What we'll do is we'll do a before price and an after price, but I won't make you wait for ages and ages. We'll do it really quite quickly, okay, just because I want everyone to know exactly what they're getting. What I will promise you is that each of these chains, even though they're stunning 20 inches, even though they have got a serious amount of metal in, they will go to under a tenner each, and I'm guaranteeing you that right here, right now. They're going to be less than a tenner each. All right, fine, twist my arm. They're going to be less than £9 each, okay? What you're going to get with these is going to be a fantastic deal. In fact, leave £9 each out of your mind. They're going to be less than £8 each. Less than £8 each. I'm going to be doing these for you today. In the last 5 seconds, fine. We're going to do it for under £7 each. These are 20 inches. The graphics are coming live. I wish every single one of you look. There they are. They're in for you right here, right now. 3 chains for you today. Solid sterling silver. Beautiful look. Your price point, I did say, didn't I, straight off the bat, under £10 each. I did then after that though say under £9, under £8, and then I said they would be under £7 each. I'm about to bring that to you right now. Do you fancy getting these 20-inch chains with clasps included? All of that beautiful bling, all of that beautiful drape, all of that beautiful quality for under £6 per chain, because that's what we're about to do. Less than £6 per chain. We've taken these to £5.50 per chain. £5.50 per chain. £5.50 per chain. That's what we've just done on these ones for you. 20% of the stock has gone, by the way, on this. I think that is incredible, and the fact that we're bringing them to you of the exact same chain is brilliant. If you want to do a set of jewellery that is matching, if you want to do jewellery for weddings, you don't want the different bridesmaids wearing different chains, you want them all in the same. Maybe if you're going to be selling your items on, say you're going to do, I don't know, the crown collection. By the way, if you do like this crown, I think we've still got the crown pendant available, have we? We'll put it in at the bottom of your screen. It is solid sterling silver too. Loads of the stock gone. I don't even know what percentage that is. Probably, let's say 35% of the stock gone. In fact, it's more than that, I'm being told. Probably more like 45%. But yeah, if you did say the crown collection, let's say you did that, and you had this on your stand, this on your stall, and it's sold out, you want to be able to do the collection again, don't you? So you need the same chains. I've got the same chains for you here. So many multi-buyers, absolutely oodles and oodles and oodles of you multi-buying. I don't know, there's a fair few multi-purchasing on this one, and you know, there is no surprise to me there, because it is such a fantastic price. I can't keep up with all your names going on here, but there are absolutely oodles and oodles of you, so a huge well done. It's just name after name after name after name. So well done. This is a brand new shop opportunity. It's flying out the door. I will just say to you, you know, grab it, because there is just name after name after name after name after name after name. There's absolutely oodles of here. And the fact of the matter is that this is just like one list. The list actually carries on. If I go back and do it again, actually carries on over there as well. And then there's a third layer of it. So it just goes on and on and on. There's oodles and oodles of you coming through for this one. So good luck. If you love silver, you're in the right hour right now, because I've just got silver. That's it. It's just silver this hour. There's no genuine gemstones, although actually I have got some things that have genuine gemstones set into them, but yeah, it's just all of the good stuff, all of the quality, all of the beauty. Huge well done. What's my stock looking like now, my love? 2/3 have now gone on this. I had 150 exactly, so if you do want to grab it, this is your opportunity to do so. Mark, how are you?
Yeah, I'm all right,
what do you like about these chains, please? I just like a little...
Well, they look very similar to the wire crown made we just did earlier, that simple twist. And I like this because you can tighten the twist and you can loosen it.
It's cool, that, isn't it?
I really like that. I think it's beautiful. And because it's got that twist, the light's hitting it from all directions, all angles. It's really substantial as well, isn't it?
It really is.
Good drapage.
I love a good drapage. Nice articulation. I think what you've got here is something, as you're right, it's kind of hard to show you actually, but when you hold it naturally, this is kind of the thickness of the twist. But as you place it on your body, it kind of drapes and moves and opens out a little bit with you. Can you see that there, how the drapage is slightly different? Anyway, it's stunning. It moves with your body. Percentage of my stock now. Let's do percentage. 74%, I'm being told, 74% gone. Now, that, by the way, is ignoring everyone who's got it in your baskets, which is Devon and Gwent and Hertfordshire and West Midlands and Essex and Glamorgan and West Midlands and City of Bristol, Tyne and Wear, Greater London, Devon, West Midlands. I've got a Cheshire in. With it in your baskets? Come on, Cheshire. I've got Lincolnshire, Dorset, I've got a Yorkshire, I've got Herefordshire with it in their basket, I've got a Worcestershire with it in their basket, I've got a West Sussex with it in the basket, and then I don't have a long enough list to show the rest of them. So please do grab them whilst you can. What's my percentage looking like now in stock? 81% has now gone. I like the specifics. Thanks for that, Ross. Sometimes people just go, oh, we've got about 50%. I like it to be absolutely on the snout, as they say. Yeah, absolutely on the nose. So if you do want to grab your hands on it, now is your chance to do so. So do, and make sure you're adding it to your order ASAP. Now, I did promise. Just drop that on the floor, haven't you,
I just dropped that on the floor.
I have promised you that we are just doing solid sterling silver in this hour. So I know I promised this tool in this hour, but because it's not sterling silver, do you mind if we push it to the next hour? Is that all right with you? Just because we've said solid sterling silver. Is that all right? Cool. So more sterling silver coming up, including the swallow. I would love to know if you've got any maybe quotes to do with birds, or if you've got anything that this reminds you of. I've got a giveaway in the next hour as well, haven't I, Mark?
Just a little one. Well, it's not a little one.
Not at all.
It's
Not
a
even
whole,
slightly.
It's a whole kit's worth of jewellery, isn't it? Is that what you were talking about?
It is exactly what
Yeah.
I'm talking about. Not just any old kit's worth of jewellery, a Mark Smith exclusive kit's worth of jewellery. Are you giving away just a pair of earrings?
No.
Not on your Nelly.
All of it.
Every single piece. We're
Every
talking
single piece.
2 sets of earrings, 2 sets of bracelets,
Yeah.
and a set
And
of
a necklace,
bracelets.
Yeah.
So I'd love to know you're texting about this, please. I want to know what you like about it, and maybe any quotes. I love quotes with jewellery and stuff because I'm a paper crafter. So if I give someone a piece of jewellery, you want to bet your bottom dollar there's a handmade card to go alongside it. So yeah, I'd love to hear from you with that one. Okie pokes. Let's move on, shall we? I have got crimps coming up in this time. I have got findings. I have got beautiful chains. I have got this necklace that I've got on. It is. Let me do a little switcheroo. I think these are beautiful. Oh my gosh. When me and my producer were prepping the show, I literally just said, right, we've done 3 chains. I want to do so much these 3 pendants straight after. And I absolutely love these. It's 2 guardian angel wings creating a heart shape. And I just adore them. And let me show you how perfect that bail is for these chains. So, can I just say, if you're brand new, don't forget, if you are brand new, you get 2 free strands today. But the reason I wanted to show you that is because I'm going to open this up. And you know, I said to you before about, you know, how easy it was to get involved if you're brand new, and places to find all of our online tutorials if you are brand new. But I just want to show you, if you've just bought the chains, there are still some left. This is how easy it can be to make a piece of solid sterling silver jewellery. Let me just show you this. You take your pendant, you open up your clasp, you pop the thinner side through. That's your solid sterling silver necklace completed. That's it. That's done and dusted. And let me just weigh that for you, because I'd be interested to know that. Let me just turn it on. I'd be interested to know the gram weight on these together. So with one 20-inch chain and with one pendant, because when you're making to sell, gram weight's important, isn't it, Mark?
Oh, massively. And it's really nice to have a... do we do certificates for our sterling silver? I can't remember if we do.
We used to, didn't we?
Yeah,
and then did we stop doing them for a while?
Yeah, I think
Look
we
at that.
should. Wow.
3.42 grams that necklace is. And let me just show it to you. The necklace with the pendant and with that.
That is so elegant, isn't it?
I think this is so beautiful because they are, you know, you've got the angel wings making a heart here, and I think that's beautiful. I especially think it's beautiful maybe as a christening gift if you're going to be someone's godparent perhaps. Maybe you could put their birthstone hanging down in the centre here. I think it's going to be lovely for maybe a loved one who's passed on as well. I think that's a beautiful signifier, again, putting their birthstone in there. It could also be really nice for someone who's maybe sort of, you know, they're maybe flying the nest. Maybe they're going off to university or something like that. They're moving house, they're moving out of the area. How beautiful that this could be, that whenever they look at it, they think of you. I think it's just a beautiful design. I think it's very chic and stylish, very pretty. And at £8.95. Right, can I just work this out? How much is that each then, Sweet Pea? Can I have it exactly?
Wow.
£2.98 plus £5.50, £8.48 for that necklace, for a 20-inch solid sterling silver necklace. That is astonishing. Say that price again. £8.48 for, what was it, almost 3.5 gram chain and, well, necklace design. There's loads of you flooding in for these ones. I think that is just incredible. They do state 925 on the back. I'll show you the back just so you can see. We've got 925 just at kind of the arching of this wing. And also, angels, you know, you think if someone's your angel, you think of someone, you know, sort of the angel in your life. You might think of yourself as having a guardian angel, perhaps.
That's nice.
I've got friends who read angel cards as well. They do angel card readings, so that could actually be a really nice gift for my friends, for them. that's quite a nice idea. But yeah, I think these are just beautiful, and if I just show you them the depth as well, you can see really nice sizability to these, very, very easy to be able to create, and as we said, beautiful kind of elegance to these. They are, aren't they?
Yeah, not seen these. Are these brand new this evening, are they?
They're new to me.
Yeah, I've not seen them.
925 solid sterling silver, 3 pieces to go on your 3 chains. So if you've got the 3 chains, that's pretty easy peasy lemon squeezy, isn't it? I'm going to leave those ones with you. Let's go to the crimp covers.
Oh, cool.
Now, I love that you find a crimp cover cool.
They're ace.
They are though, aren't
Yeah,
they?
no, they're really cool.
Let me hand you these ones.
Yep.
Because these seem large to me. And maybe
They
it's
do
because
actually, no, you're right. They are.
maybe it's because I've done the ones from the Findings pack of late, and they've been like the 2 or 3
really
mil. They're big, aren't
Yeah,
they?
these are the largest I've seen sterling in.
Now tell us, for anyone who is brand new, what on earth is what are these, and why is the size of them good?
Okay, so when you're making your pieces of jewellery, if you're using beading thread, you need some sort of mechanism for finishing off your end of your thread, otherwise all your bits will fall off.
Yeah,
Okay.
you don't want that.
No, so you use what's called a crimp. And a crimp is a little metal tube that once you've got your thread and your clasp attached in the right position, you give it a squidge and that flattens it into a square. It's like a tiny little postage stamp of metal, sterling silver. Now if you wear that on the back of the neck, A, it's not very comfortable.
No.
And it will rub and it's got sharp edges. And so you want something to cover that crimp. So this is a crimp cover. And it resembles, it just reminds me of, now because it's sterling silver, it's quite a lot softer. So you just need to take a bit of, so it looks like a little Pac-Man, I always think. Oops, I lost that one. Sorry.
No, it's all right.
Probably got the
What
wrong
did they
plier.
used to eat? Fruit, didn't they?
Ghosts, wasn't it? I can't
No, the
remember.
ghosts ate them,
it was
didn't
yeah.
they?
Yes, this little Pac-Man. So what happens is you place this over your. You can imagine that behind behind that little letter C there is the crimp. So you place this over it, so that the little flattened piece of metal sits within that C, and then you just give it a little squidge like so. Okay, and then that becomes your bead. So what you can, so that now disappears and becomes, if you like, becomes a decorative bead, if you like.
Yeah.
You can buy a stash of these and turn them all into beads and use them as sterling silver spacers.
That's a good idea too.
And it just finishes off your jewellery really nicely. It hides all the gubbins and it just makes everything seamless.
More comfortable, more
Yeah.
seamless.
Absolutely.
And really easy to be able to finish up your designs. And the thing is too, you're keeping it all sterling silver, which is
absolutely. That's
important,
true.
isn't it?
Yeah, because you can't quote on your craft fair sterling silver necklace. Every single component has to be sterling.
Yeah.
So even down to your crimp and your crimp cover.
Yeah. £8.95, 29 pence per crimp, I'm being told. That is, you know, because like we said, you've got to keep that quality up there. You've got to keep that, you can't just have really, really good sterling silver, say, as a pendant. You have to have the quality of the sterling silver throughout the entire piece. Yeah, of course you can have your gemstones in there, but you have to have that quality running through. So this is a beautiful way of having that quality and that status, and also for the fact that it takes your price up by more than 20 whatever p, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's brilliant.
It is, it's fab. So if you do want to grab your hands on these, you know what to do. JewelleryMaker.com. You can ring us on the phone number as well. This hour is all about sterling silver. There is only sterling silver in this hour. In the next hour, I've got some clasps. I've got some tools. I've got some gemstones, and I've got the key giveaway. I've also got, blink and you'll miss it.
Look at this. That is exquisite.
That's next hour. To go. That is the next hour. And I've got the swallow coming up in this hour as well, which...
Oh, look at that. Isn't that lovely?
Oh, how did I not see this before the show? I always go and have a nosy at the Bunny Beaters jewellery before the show, but I missed this one. Look how pretty. Oh, I love that. And look... Ooh. Oh, that's gorgeous. Oh, I love that. I'm going to keep that on. Okay, sorry, yes, I am listening. I just got distracted. Let's go for a quick one. A quickie. What is it? Findings pack. Oh, not just any. The one with the head pins, the pearl head pins.
Pearly ones. Do you have a little tray for the...
I do. It's tiny.
Oh, there we go.
There you go. Have a little look at this Findings pack collection. So, Findings, I know you've spoken us through crimps, but because your description was so good, do you mind doing it again for me with these?
No.
Findings, here we go. We've got in here your bolt ring clasps.
2 of them.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
We've also got your head pins. What are head pins for, Mark?
These are amazing.
These
so
ones
a
are
head
so
pin,
cool.
I predominantly use them for earrings if I'm using for rosary linking, but I would not be using these for rosary linking because I don't want to waste any of that amazing pearl ending.
No.
So if you can imagine that you have a piece of metal that you intend to suspend from the ear, so you fill that little head pin there, the actual pin section, with your beads or your finding, your gemstones or your seed beads, and that little ball on the end, in this case it's pearls, is basically to stop. It's a tool to stop all of your beads from falling off. So it's brilliant. And then you would use the other. You make a loop with the other end and then hang from your shepherd's hook.
That's a lovely idea.
Yeah.
And maybe you could shepherd my earrings.
Yes.
Shepherd. That
Yes.
sounds weird.
Yeah.
Come on, earrings. Come on. Meh. My impression of shepherds. These coming up tomorrow, mind you, brand new. Mark whipped them up for me. I know, me love. I've got your crimps, as we said, your crimp tubes. I've got your jump rings as well in here, which we're going to need, as so you're
attaching your clasps, yeah.
And then your shepherd's hooks, as we've said. So very, very useful. Big collection, £7.95. Got 9 left, exactly. 9, 8 now. 8 available. Grab them whilst you can. 8 available. We are 20 minutes through this sterling silver hour, where it is just sterling silver. And I will just let you know that, by the way, if you do love these earrings as much as I do, they are going to be coming up for you tomorrow. What time are we doing these at? They might be the one to own. Ross hasn't decided. But they are coming up for you. Oh, yeah.
You'll do the mid tomorrow?
Yeah. And I'll be thinking of you, gallivanting.
Oh, who knows where.
Gallivanting away. I think that's so exciting. Yes, he is. He's going on an adventure, Dan, but he doesn't know where. It's a surprise adventure. Yeah. What would be a bad surprise adventure? Do you know what I mean? If Andrew was like, I've got this great idea, and then he took you to this place, you're like, oh no, that's not my idea of fun. I imagine somewhere like Alton Towers.
No, I'd be happy for Alton Towers.
Oh, would you?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lunchtime event, so it wouldn't be, but a nightclub would be my worst nightmare. Completely, yeah.
Thud music, etc.
Yeah,
No.
Just, yeah.
No, daytime.
Actually, that I wouldn't particularly like.
What about bowling?
Yeah. I'm going to learn how to play crown green bowls when I retire. That's what I'm doing.
Why when you retire?
Because I've just got this image of retirement playing crown green bowls.
Crown green bowling is the first hobby I took part in because my grandma and granddad are avid crown green bowlers. So much so that my granddad is the head of the men's team and my grandma is the head of the women's team.
Oh, brilliant. They've got the whites and everything.
Oh my gosh,
got a little bag with their own balls
everything.
in.
Yeah. And I know all the terminology.
Oh,
stuff like this, good wood.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh.
People hate following me as well because I'm left-handed. So if I'm going in first with the jack, no chance, winning. My grandma loves having me on her team. Anyway,
brilliant.
Oh gosh, it got very cool for a Saturday night. How's about I bring to you sterling silver Panzer curb chain. Now, is it this one on my T-bar? It's this one here, isn't it? Oh, that is... No, it's not. Is it this one? Have we got a recording of it, sweets? Because I don't want to show the wrong one is all. Just because this is obviously the one that I took the budding bead jewellery off because I've been switching everything around, haven't I? So I want to check it's the right one. What length are we talking? Yeah, this be the one.
Yeah,
30-inch chain. This is back in stock, hasn't been seen since last year. 30-inch chain. I've not seen a 30-inch chain yet today.
No, I've not actually all day.
What do we like about 30-inch chains?
Well, My mum has an issue with clasps, which is why she has lots of magnetic. But for chains, she likes a chain that you can pop over the head.
Yes.
So even though it's got a clasp,
Yeah.
she doesn't need to use it.
No,
so
you
that's
just
why.
pop it on over.
Yeah. So she much prefers 30-inch.
I think 30-inch chains are beautiful for that exact reason.
Yeah.
I also think they're nice, depending on your different outfits.
That's true. Yeah, that's absolutely true.
Because if you've got like a polo neck on or a high-necked top, you want something that's going to sit on the outside, because otherwise you're not going to see a piece of jewellery.
No, absolutely.
I mean, so just pop it on, even over nice heavy knitwear. Chanel said that 30-inch chains, this is Gabrielle Chanel, said that 30-inch chains were one of the most elegant lengths for any woman to wear. And the reason she said that is because she said it drew the eye to the centre of the body. And if your eye's drawn to the centre of the body, you're not necessarily looking at all the lumps and bumps that go around it, if that
Good
makes
point.
sense.
Yeah,
So it's elegant, it's sleek, and for this, it's very chic at just £9.95. You're looking at around about 4.5 grams as an average on the weight with these ones. So if you do want to get them, now is definitely your chance. I would say maybe bigger pendants on this for me personally. For example, would you say?
I love that.
Isn't that beautiful? I thought this would be your style.
Yeah, I love that. That's really nice.
Let me pop
Sure,
that
it's an
on
oak
there.
leaf.
I think it looks like an oak leaf.
Yes.
That would have been my guess. Like a, you know, skeleton oak leaf.
Yeah.
When they go a little bit skeletal. Let me just pop that on. Another piece of...
Oh.
Oh, way up regarding bowls. You don't need to be retired to play candy and bowls.
I don't have time to do anything.
Our youngest team member is 12 and our oldest is 87. I love it, says Heather. Heather, I completely agree with you.
I agree completely. It shouldn't be
But
just
you
for
haven't got
retirement.
the
But I
time.
haven't got the time.
You haven't got the time
No.
until then. I
just
think
come
I
into
started
garden,
playing when I
yeah.
was... The first time I played, I was probably about 9, maybe. Absolutely loved it. But you've got no time. You're here, you're gardening, you've got your cat and life outside of it. Life in general.
I'd love a work-life balance. I haven't had a work-life balance for about 30 years.
It's so important.
Yeah.
But you, I know working here at JewelleryMaker is work, but you...
I'm very lucky because I love my job.
You love it, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I adore my job.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very important to me.
Well done, everyone. Right, should we do the oak leaf next? Let's do it. I'll do the oak leaf for you now. I'm saying oak leaf. Have I got that attached?
I think it's an oak.
Looks like it. Sorry, my earpiece is attached. There you are. It does look like an oak leaf, doesn't it? My mother always, when my mum was a deputy head at a school in Cheshire, she used to have, in fact, even when she bought her own school, she had in her office a big board at the top of it with cut out letters that said from small acorns large oaks grow. And it is a very well known saying by all accounts, which is essentially about from small things big things can happen. So it might be, this could be great for maybe someone taking the first steps in a new job role, or maybe someone starting out. Maybe you were watching JewelleryMaker and you've made a piece or two and you're maybe thinking about doing your own business. You know, you're starting off small, but you can go into really big, wonderful things. I think it does. It's got that beautiful skeleton oak finish to it. You as someone who's into your gardening and your horticulture, etc., what does the oak leaf make you think of? Or just leaves like this?
I think for me, it's one of the oldest trees that I can't remember what. I think it was in Scotland, and we went to a stately home as we do often. And there was an oak tree there that was 850 years old, and it's one of the oldest trees in the country. And you just imagine what that oak tree has seen over those years, and the people that have hidden inside, or the people who have climbed it, or the wars that have happened around it. And it's just phenomenal. And I think it's all about strength and longevity, and I love the oak. I think the oak was my favourite trees, I think.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
850, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Just like a falling leaf, the price is falling. It's £5.95.
Are you attached to it still?
That is, no, I've popped it off now.
Okay.
From little acorns, mighty oaks grow. That's the wording. Yes,
right.
Sarah, absolutely. And I think that's what you've got here. You've got a mighty looking oak that would go great on that 30-inch chain. And if you do want it, there is still some available. £5.95 for that.
That's amazing.
I love that. Sterling silver, I think, is very, very easy to price comparison, and do ensure that if you are selling sterling silver, you are making note of your local high street and those kind of prices, you know, because obviously you might not be able to find this exact design somewhere, but you might be able to find something of a similar weight or a similar look. And I think it's good to price comparison with the likes of your high street, because still jewellery is bought majoritively on the high street. It's one of the very few sort of industries that is, you know, people are buying even the food online more often now, and beauty products are bought online, clothes are bought online more. Jewellery is still very high street dominated. So if people are buying from the high street, they're used to high street prices. I was talking to Kaylee actually earlier on, who was in on Alison Tarry's workshop. She was saying that, you know, she's sort of tried to sell jewellery, and she told me the kind of prices that she was doing, and I said, oh, not surprised you're not selling any. It's really, really low, really low. And sometimes it is quite hard to take that first step to up your prices, but I promise you, the first time I started my business, I was selling very, very little. I spoke to Angela Edwards, our sort of advisor here at JewelleryMaker, and she said, up your prices, and as soon as I did, left, right and centre, sell, 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 sell. With things like this, the quality is there to be enjoyed, and just because we're doing it for £5.95 doesn't mean you should sell it on for just £5.95. So do cherish that. I love those together. I would actually wear those together.
Very rock chic.
It's a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Were you into rock music when you were younger?
No,
what kind of music were you into when you were like in your teens?
Madonna.
Oh, I love Madonna.
Every step of the way. Yeah, Madonna. Yeah.
What? Don't joke with me. Do not joke with me, Ross. Don't joke with me. Sorry. Madonna has been rumoured to be headlining Glastonbury.
On the Legend stage.
No, because Kylie Minogue's been on the Legend stage.
Wow.
Kylie Minogue's been given a whatever, hasn't she? It's a strong rumour that Madonna's headlining. But if she doesn't headline, I am going to blame you. I'm going to find you at Glastonbury. Me and Ross are both going. I'm going to find you.
Is this your first time, or have you been before?
I've been to a day of it before, but I've never been to a full
You're doing the whole
5-dayer.
camping, outdoor loo thing.
Oh, yeah. 5 solid days. And I'm going with my best friend Tom, who hates camping, so it's going to be brilliant.
Tom as in Labutan Tom.
As in who?
Labutan Tom.
Yes, correct. Yes.
Right.
Got me some very posh shoes.
5 days without...
Showering. No showering. Yeah, just dry shampoo and wet wipe. You had a sauna last time.
Oh.
Would you get in a muddy Glastonbury sauna? No. Anyway, well done to you on that. Okay, let's bring to you...
The atmosphere would be amazing though, I would imagine. It must be incredible.
Yeah.
Just to see you've done it.
Just to do it. Oh my gosh. Okay, they're beautiful.
Ooh.
They are sturdy. Feel them. These are incredible.
These are sterling?
Sterling lock-off earrings.
Oh my
What is the price on these? That is incredible.
There's sparkle on those.
Okay, that is very special. Let me just show you around these. They are lock-off earrings. Ever had that problem with earrings? Because hoops are back in. They are back in fashion. Everyone's in hoops. You've got the lock-off section here. So you've got that hinge action that locks into place, so much so, you can hear the click. Did you hear that then? These are divine. Oh my goodness.
I've never seen lock-off before.
They are going to be so sturdy and strong, aren't they, in the ear? And look, even the back. Okay, we've only got 24 opportunities. They're going under £50, which actually, for the 3 grams in each ear, is an astonishing price point. The lock-off on these, just to prove it, I wanted you to just hear the click. So let me just take this out, and then I'll just put it nearish my mic, probably about 3 inches away from my mic. That is sturdy, sturdy. So these, although they're big, they're bold, they're not going to drag, they're not going to droop. That price point is brilliant. These are the types of ones I will see in, you know, high street stores at the 70, 80 pounds, if I'm entirely honest. In fact, when I was on the cruise ship, they did, on one of the days, they did a CZ Blowout Saver Day. And it was a full day of it at this shop, and it was cubic zirconia, those one day only at special, you know, knockdown prices. And the lowest price one, from my memory, was $49. And it was one cubic zirconia in a basic ring. There was no special work into it or anything, and that was it. And it was special blowout deal. The original price on them was over $100 actually for this basic ring. Something like that, genuinely, even on that blowout sale, probably would have been about $120, and that is no exaggeration at all. Oh, these are flying out the door. They're about to go. Look at that kiss at the bottom as well. Oh, I love that. They're super adorable, aren't they? I'll show you them next to me here. I know I've got a set of earrings in. I would pop these earrings out and then pop these ones in, but I am rubbish. I can't put earrings in without a mirror. So, be a bit of a faff. But gorgeous, aren't they?
I love them. And what I've noticed is if you take the little arm out, you can't physically push the two ends together. That is really strong. That's amazing.
That's
where they're made.
Isn't it?
Beautiful, beautiful design.
Oh, well done. They've basically gone. I'm over allocated, in fact, on those ones now. Well done. Okay, let's go. Oh, hello. Oh, another set of lock-off earrings, like buses and men. You don't see them forever, and then two come along at once. These are beautiful.
Do you have that issue, do you? Two men come along at the same time?
No, but that's the saying, innit? My grandma used to say that.
Yeah.
Oh, they're like buses and men. Kerry says she has a queue of men at her door some days. I love these. These are beautiful. They are not a million miles away from your ring.
No.
Do you know what I mean? With that like banding to them. I think these are gorgeous. Oh my gosh, the weight of these. I've now got, oh gosh, I've got 10 exactly now. 10 exactly. They are lock off again, so you've got that price point. You're joking. That is incredible. Wow. That is astonishing. Oh my gosh. And look at the amount of metal in there as well. I mean, I know.
I was just thinking that.
I mean, obviously, I wouldn't suggest that you do that, or would I? Because you know what? It's your piece of jewellery.
Couldn't you take those? You could cut those two pieces off, couldn't you?
Surely you could.
And then have that as a ring.
Why not? Oh, look at them together. That is so fancy. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. Obviously, they are very strong, so make sure you don't force them onto your finger, eh, Mark? No, I think that's a nice look, I do, anyway.
Yes,
You're going to keep that?
I might have to. Yeah, I've got it.
That's sturdy, them, though. That is brilliant. Oh, what will Andrew say when you get home? Anyway, well done, every single one of you. Do you want to take the other one, and then you and Andrew can have matches?
I'll have a look in the break.
Well done, everybody.
If it's gone on, it's got to come off.
Well done, everyone. Someone grab the butter. Let me bring now. Don't forget, I've got this coming up because someone's just messaged in about it, about what I'm wearing.
I love it.
This is coming up for you really soon. We're going to do this probably in the next opportunity. Speaking of earrings, as we are, let's go on to a set of studs now, but a stud with a twist. A stud with this kind of almost Aquila makeup to it. It's beautiful. Loads of texture, and you've got the butterfly back on these ones as well. I really like the shape of these. I think they're a bit unusual. I think they're a bit different. Do you like these, Marg? Sorry.
They're really unusual. They remind me of a tortoise shell. That sort of, yeah.
We got the ring off. Nice work. Well done. Tortoise shell. Yes, that's a good description.
Yes, yes.
Oh, imagine it with the Buddha. You know, we did the Buddha
yes,
heads.
yeah.
We did the solid stone and silver Buddha heads at the top of the show. They would go great from the bottom of these, wouldn't they?
They're
really
slightly
pretty.
textured, aren't they? They've got, looks as though they've been faceted.
Facets, yeah. And if I hold this one up, let me just see. They're kind of handed almost. Let me hold them together. Let me show you. See that? You see, so I'm holding them the wrong way round, I'd say. I'd put them in that way. See how you put the slightly more flattened side facing. So what I mean, sorry, by handed, use your words properly, Bex. Handed earrings are essentially almost like left-handed and right-handed earring. So can you see how on the outer side of this pair it's more domed and on the inner side it's slightly more flattened?
Yes. Yeah.
But now look, if I switch them around, now the inside of them is more domed and the outside is more flattened. See what I mean? So they're kind of handed earrings. It's very chic, very elegant. Usually you have to pay quite a bit more for that because you've not just been able to do it from one mould. You've had to do two separates. That makes sense. So anyway, £4.95 for the pair. That is a brilliant price that you're getting. You are flooded in for all of these goodies. A big well done to you. Everyone who's grabbing your hands on these. I am going to bring the Cleopatra necklace to you. I'm going to let you know 20 is all I've got. I've got more magnetic clasps coming up as well, launch ones in a bit, but I'll tell you more about that in a second or three because we need to focus on this necklace now. Obviously, this necklace is going to be more considered, but this has to be your heirloom necklace.
That is amazing. I like the fact that it goes really slim around the back of the neck.
Very slim,
it's
slender.
beautiful.
Not so slender that it looks weak or unbalanced.
No.
I will take it off for you, but
Beautiful
I really
design.
don't want to. So, Mark, when you're looking at this, what do you feel about it? What springs to mind?
It's one of those pieces that you would have in a safe in a Pretty Woman box.
Yes.
And, oh, look at it. Guys, if you feel the way it moves.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
incredible.
look, you can see the...
You can see the mechanism
How's
of this.
that
So
made? How
it's
is that
built
made?
in together, so it's sort of, you see that? How
Oh my word.
Isn't that
that.
magical? You've got one side that is this side, which is smooth,
Yeah.
and it's kind of a lip and an overlay, and it's designed so you can wear it both ways.
Oh, look at that.
So that is one side, and then you've got the smoothness on the other side. It is magic. I'll show you it on this bust as well if I can peel it out of Mark's hands.
I'm fascinated how they make
Feels
it.
stunning, isn't it? So let me show you.
What's the gram weight on this? Oh my word.
17 grams. That is huge. So let me show you there, look.
That's amazing.
You can wear it this way if you wanted to. And just to say as well, dependent on kind of, you know, your stance, etc., it may well sit a little bit flatter, it may well sit a little bit rounder, and then I'll flip it over again, and you can kind of see how it sits that way too, so you can wear it either way. I will just show you too. I love that.
I'm intrigued with how this is made.
I love that. So you can see you've essentially got this chain, which is the core, running through this section, and then the lattices, if I hold it like that, that is a full bar.
Yeah.
But then, can you see? They kind of open up a little bit. It's incredible, isn't it? Let me show you that chain around the back. That is the back section. Look at that. Let me show you it in comparison to like a standardised chain. Where's the standardised trace chain that I did before? Here it is. Oh, it's got my oak leaf on it still. But let me just show you, just to give you an idea of, you know, differentiation. I mean, come on. Look at the difference in the thickness of that. It's massively different. It literally hides the other entirely, doesn't it? But that is sturdy. What is good about having that amount of gram weight? Because I can tell that, you know, the 17 grams is kind of baffling us all. Why do you like that kind of level of sturdiness and design, Mark?
I think it's one of those pieces that I would probably wear once for some big event and then just keep it and look at it all the time.
See, I think this, for me, would be the type of thing that I would actually wear and wear and wear, and it would almost be one of those that I was known for.
We would wear it for work equally as you would wear it for an evening event, wouldn't it?
That is a great point to make, yeah.
Absolutely.
Especially as I've been wearing it, I've got quite a sort of unusual neckline on this dress today, but it's only been showing a really small segment, only a little bit about that much. But of course, if I had a completely strapless top on, that is going to look equally as beautiful, but almost look like a completely different necklace.
Yes,
You have got it in your baskets, you are checking out. I have 16 left now, 16 now. Your price point today for the lavish design work, almost engineered sterling silver necklace. We're going under £100 for 17 grams. £59 and 95 pence for the real artistry, but also almost the mechanism, the engineering, I think is the best word I can think of to describe it. It is like engineering, isn't it?
I'm fascinated by this.
It's incredible, don't you think? When was this last done? Oh,
wow.
January, last month. I think this is stunning. I really adore it. It is last of stock, hence why I have 16 now. Started off with slightly more than that. In fact, now we've had 12 exactly I've got now. I just adore it, and I love the way it plays with that light. Look at that, can you see how you've got the different etchings? And it's not just, it really is, isn't it?
Beautifully made.
This is so on trend. This is very much, I could see this walk down a catwalk. It's London Fashion Week. When does London Fashion Week start? Is it the 19th? I think it is the 19th, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's next week it starts. But yeah, I could see this at London Fashion Week. I just think it's so stylish, it's so on trend, and at that price point for 17 grams, it is an exceptional opportunity. It really is. Oh, I love it. Grab it whilst you have the opportunity. In fact, can we work out how much that is per gram? Price point. I know. £3.38. We're saying at the moment that if you can get plain, simple, done dusted silver for £4 per gram, you've got a good price. Good price. Not the best price, but you're getting a good price. For the artistry and the engineering and the workmanship that's gone into this, to get that then for less than £4 per gram is a bit bonkers. You are all checking out on this, which is always nice to see, because it saves me a job of reminding, to be honest. All of this in this time is about the silver, so do come on in and grab it whilst you can. And I've got some lovely silver chain as well coming up with hearts on it, and I've got some clasps coming up. But before all of that, I do have to do my star buy, which I think is just divine. Love that now, because I'm just going to leave it beside me. We have got coming up for you now something brand spanking new. I think when you give silver, you're giving something special when you give silver, aren't you?
Without a doubt, without a doubt, yes.
And I think when you are giving something a little bit extra special, why not give something with maybe a little personal motif or a little personal meaning? And I think if you are one of many people who are into the likes of ornithology, or perhaps you just have a little connotation with birds in general, this is definitely one for you. It is brand new, it's our style buy. This is your launching swallow. I think I don't know what it is about swallows. I think they are such a beautiful bird, and swallows back in not even ancient times, but kind of Britain and swallows, I think, have a big connotation. And I remember reading a book when I was younger, kind of about the ancient days of sailing and the navy, etc. And that in Britain there was a story and a tale that if someone was lost at sea, it would be sparrows that would levitate their soul. It would swallows carried sailors' souls. That was the story that I read when I was younger. And for some reason, that has always stuck in my mind, always. So this could actually be lovely for someone who's maybe, you know, works on the sea or on the rigs or whatever it might be. I think with swallows though too, it reminds me of my first ever job. My first ever job, I sung in a choir. 50p for a Sunday you got, 50p. But yeah, I was singing a choir, and I remember the swallows used to sit in the eaves as you walked in. That's where they'd be for long stretches of time. Another one I remember, which is absolutely, I cannot remember what this story was called at all, but it is absolutely heartbreaking story. It used to be on the VHF of the snowman. You know the snowman walking in the air, etc. At the end of the snowman, if you had that on tape, you will know that there was a story about a swallow and a statue. And what happened is a statue, a beautiful golden statue who was, you know, stood still constantly, had beautiful, beautiful gold and jewelled eyes and everything else, and he looked very, very sad, and the swallow wanted to make him happy and keep this statue company. So what it would do is it would try and keep it company over a long period of time, and the swallow would come back to it and stay with it time and time again, and it built a nest, and in the end the swallow stayed with it to keep it company. That the winter came and the swallow hadn't you know, flown abroad. But that is one of the reasons that was a sparrow in the story, is because they're said to have connotations and beliefs of steadfastness and togetherness and kind of strength. They're said to be kind of connotated with them. I think there's lots of connotations for swallows and for martins and for the likes of sawwings as well. I think they're absolutely beautiful. Whatever your connotation is, whatever your story is, I would definitely say it's a great one to grab your hands on right now, because it's a beautiful unisex design. It's perfect all year round. And today we're going to give you a fly out deal. Price is rolling in. £9.25 it says just there. £4.95, and this is really solid. There you go, you can see the 925 there on the picture. You can see that there, so you know that this has got that stamp on it. I think this is beautiful. I really love it. I truly do. You can see the in-house designers have created a beautiful bracelet with it as well. What do you like about this, please, Mark?
Well, as you said, I like the fact of swallows. Isn't it the first sign of summer when they come back to breed, and then they disappear again, and then they come back? And I love the fact if you're walking alongside the river or a lake and you see them skimming and just dropping and taking a little drip of water. I think that's so lovely to watch them, and they're beautiful acrobats, aren't they?
They really are.
Fly and whiz around.
And you know what else I really like about them too, with you just mentioning that? They're dead recognisable.
Oh, straight away.
They're so recognisable. I absolutely love and adore birds, and quite a few people in my family are avid sort of bird watchers and things, but I get them confused all the time. You know, you're driving down the motorway, you can't work out, is it that one, is it that one, is it this one? How big's the wing? Is it a dappled colour, or is it, what is it? Beige and grey?
Greige.
Is it greige, or is it just grey, or is it beige? I can't remember. With a swallow, you can always tell.
Oh, easily. Yeah, it's one of the most recognisable birds, isn't it?
It's got to be, hasn't it?
After the robin is the most recognised.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Robin's very recognisable, and then I would definitely say these you can even tell when they're flying, can't you? Because of that shape. These are brand new, beautiful design. Loads of multi-buyers through on these ones, and I would suggest that if you did want to pop it on chain, remember I did the 3 chains. They worked out £5.50 each. That could be quite nice from it. Maybe. Would you do it with a? Oh, with those snap bails or a jump ring?
Snap bails.
I did the snap bails before, didn't I? That works quite prettily. Prettily? Yeah, sure. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Actually, even you could do one in each ear for an earring.
Yeah, that would be nice. Suspended from the earrings you're wearing now, so make sure, you know, so shoulder dusters with those hanging from the bottom, and you get that perception that they are flying and flittering around.
That's a, oh yeah.
I think that'd be lovely.
You could even attach them part way up, couldn't you?
Yeah.
You don't have to just go at the bottom. You could attach them there, and they're going to be.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that idea. Yeah. Well done. The chains are at the bottom of your screen. Just a reminder, I bought you 3 of the same chain. They were £5.50 each. Sorry about this one. This one's got the Archangel Love Wings on. There you go. but I bought you 3 of the same, and we brought them to you at £16.50 for all 3, which is pretty magnificent, really. So do grab them whilst you can if you love them as much as we do. Sparkle and shine on that is incredible. So there is loads more to come. There's loads more sterling silver. I've got a Mark Smith giveaway next hour. Not just one bit of jewellery, is it?
No.
Without us looking at your jewellery, how would you describe your next kit?
Oh my word.
Tribal. Oh, I like that.
Safari-esque.
Oh, safari chic.
Kalahari Desert.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Gosh, honestly, you're going to love them. We're going to do a giveaway in a bit. Also, coming up in the next hour, I have got for you these clasps. And I'm going to open up the hour with these ones, actually. It is the sterling silver clasps. Now, if you have just tuned in, these were brand new, this design. I did the gold for you. Oh man, I did the rose gold for you. That's going to get to know it. And I am going to do the silver for you. It's the last one of its set. They are solid precious metal and they are, as you can see, very magnetic. So they are launching for you after the break. I've got 100 of those ones as well. We know that the silver, again, are going to be very popular. So it's not just about your wonderful genuine gemstones today. It's all about the sterling silver. You've got a lovely Mark doing a demo for us as well. And don't forget, I've got that tool coming up after the break also. I've got more chain. Have I? Oh, is it this one? That's the Badger, says Ross. I've got this chain coming up for you as well after the break. So basically, oodles more to come. You best not go anywhere. The final hour starts after this.
If you have a question or a query for JewelleryMaker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
You can watch our JewelleryMaker show every day on our website by clicking the Watch and Buy Online link in the top right-hand corner of our homepage. Jewellery makers, we have an exciting online-only offer for you on the fascinating gemstone of labradorite. Head over to our website now to receive 20% off on over 150 selected lines. Select your favourites and simply enter labradorite at the checkout to redeem your discount. But hurry, this offer will only be running for a limited time, and once the stock has gone, it's gone. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Did you know, no matter how many times you purchase with Jewellery Maker in the same day, you'll only be charged one fee of postage and packaging. Select our standard delivery for just $3.95, or if you'd like to receive your goods sooner, upgrade to our premium option for $5.95. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Buying with Jewellery Maker online couldn't be easier. Just head over to our website, JewelleryMaker.com, and click on the register link. Simply fill in the required fields and you can shop 24/7. You'll also be privy to a faster checkout and personalised offers. Jewellery Maker, your one-stop shop for all your jewellery making needs. If you'd like more information on up-and-coming shows, you can view the programme guide on our website.
This is like a
That's
Death
what
Star.
you've had in your head
It is, I know.
all evening.
And all the way home, and yeah. So, I don't know why I bought it, but I love a bargain.
Oh, me too.
And I like greatest hits albums. Sorry.
Yeah.
That was a bit unprofessional.
But no, it's not.
And I bought the best of Enya.
Off of Sail Away,
Yeah.
Sail Away.
And that's probably the only song I knew on the whole album, and it was a be greatest hits. So I felt a bit cheated.
Wait,
But there you go.
so that was the only song you knew?
That I recognised.
Oh!
On an 18-track greatest hits album.
Goodness.
Yeah,
Enya's had more than just that.
I was a bit
What's the
disappointed.
Orinoco Wave? Is that
Flow.
that one?
Orinoco Flow.
Oh, is that the one I've just done?
Yeah.
Oh, here's me thinking I knew
Yeah.
two songs.
I know.
I don't.
So I was a bit. Yeah. And then I'm really going to upset some people watching now.
Come on.
Oh dear, I do apologise now. But for Christmas, I asked for the new Take That album.
Yes.
You know?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah, why not?
No. I don't like the new versions.
Don't you?
No. I was a bit disappointed. I felt a bit flat.
Did you?
Some of them were a bit sort of a cappella, weren't they? And it was a bit...
Oh, I quite like that though.
Do
I like
you?
when you get to hear them
Yeah.
sing.
I was
do.
I was a bit saddened.
Mark Owen used to come into the shop that I worked in.
Really?
Fact over. Yeah.
Did you meet him?
Oh, yeah, loads of
Oh,
times.
loads of times.
Yeah, went
Oh.
out for a drink with him once as well. Not just me, not in a datey way. There was quite a few of us. Anyway,
Wow.
white scruff bag he was.
Really?
Oh, yeah, he just used to come in dead scruffy, like he just rolled off a tractor. But yeah, he's a lovely chap.
Wow.
Lovely chap.
Gosh.
Back in the day. Anywho, the point is, star by class. Isn't it funny how we went from Star Wars to Mark Owen? That's why you love Jewellery Maker. So, these class, they do look just like, as we were saying, that from Star Wars. But even more, I would say, intense. These have got dappling and texture which plays with the light. The sterling silver ones, on these already, okay? Already people are checking out on these ones, so please do be quick. Sterling silver reflects 95% of the light back, so the dappling undulates the light, doesn't it?
Yes.
So it gives you a little bit of a something extra. I think it's very chic. I think it's very elegant. This is the type of thing that almost makes it look like it's sort of a Parve set diamonds or something like that, but it's not. Of course, it's the texturization. I like the texture on these ones with it being the silver because I think the reflection of the white light against the black, against the silver, it makes it even more impactful maybe to my eye. I really, really like these. I'm trying to think, it's almost like in those posh handbags, you know, posh leather handbags, sometimes they have the little dimpling in them, don't they? Or like man bags that have the sort of leather dimpling in them. To me, it reminds me of that. There's a specific brand I'm thinking of, but I can't actually think of it. Okay, I will just let you know, already quite a percentage of the stock has gone on these ones. These seem to be the quickest selling out so far. We've had the gold version, we've had the rose gold version, now there is the sterling silver version. They are really strong, really sturdy. Your price point today? Because it's silver, Just £7.95 for the big one. So obviously on the others that you were looking at £2 more on the bigger one, obviously because we were talking about, sorry, these are all really got to know each other. We were talking about the gold and the rose gold. So you've got the plating, and I love that about Jewellery Maker, the fact that we do price accordingly. Because I suppose we don't have to, do we? Because our prices are so brilliant. We could just keep them the same. But I think these are beautiful. Really, really. Oh, they're absolutely flying out. Please do grab these whilst you can. This is what the in-house designers have used on my bracelet as well. It's been really, really comfortable, really easy to put it on. I actually put it on the bracelet on the wrong way round first off, and then just really simply separated them off, sorted, absolutely done and dusted. You're getting a chill on there, Mark. We'll stop the blower when Dan comes back. It's a bit like a Crystal Maze. But yeah, £7.95 I think is a brilliant price. What size gemstones would you use with the 10mm round? Or the 5mm? What? 10mm? 10mm? They're a 10mm, aren't they?
I would probably go 4mm bigger, so up to 14 mils, I think.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Otherwise, it would be a design issue, wouldn't it, rather than a tool issue.
Continuation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Speaking of tool, I have got a tool coming up for you in this hour that we will talk about in a little bit. £7.95 today is your opportunity. I have got the smaller one coming up for you, so if you do want to grab them, it's coming up straight on after. And remember that you can use these and swap them out with chains that you've already got, to swap clasps or whatever if you wanted to. But they are also... they are also great if you just wanted to be able to use them for jewellery. That makes it a bit easier, that makes it a little bit more wearable in a way. And again, I will just show you the gold and the rose gold next to them, just so you can make your decision. Oh, hello. Gosh.
That was ferocious.
Ferocious. They are, just to show you them alongside their friends.
Wow.
You've got the gold I started off with, I then had the rose gold, and then the silver. If we're talking about the stock situation, I've still got a small amount of stock left on these. The rose gold in particular were very, very popular. And if you would like those, I suggest that you get those ASAP. If you are watching on the repeat, this one will almost have certainly sold out, but it's always worth a dial through. And your sterling silver on those ones as well. So do keep dialing through. I'm going to do the small bracelet version now of the silver. So again, we've got the smaller, more dainty, delicate ones here. Oh, there we go. Hold those ones. Nice and sturdy, very, very strong. And again, good size. I'll just show you them in comparison.
So the price of the large one has been the price of the smaller in the other two colours.
So obviously we'll have to do this one as the lowest priced one.
You'd have thought so.
Wouldn't it be awkward now if we did it for £7.95?
Yeah.
£9.95 today. No, only joking, of course. Lowest price of all of the magnetic clasps we're about to do on this, and I think it's safe to say it is truly a fantastic price point we've done on them all. But the fact that this is going to be the lowest price one,
that's brilliant.
That really is sensational. I cannot remember who it was, but there was most certainly a designer here at Jewellery Maker. I really can't remember who this was, because this was a good 2 years ago probably, but I remember very firmly a guest designer talking about, before she made jewellery, she went to a shop to get a magnetic clasp put onto a design that was for someone else, because I'm sure it was for the mum, because they couldn't do the clasp, and they paid £50 for them to change it for the clasp and for them to change it. I remember so well. The only thing I can't remember is the face. I can't remember who said it, but I remember hearing it. I don't have like a mind's eye, you see. You know when people close their eyes and they can imagine things or see things? I don't have that. So it's really hard to... I can remember hearing it, but I can't remember the face. No, could be anyone. Could be anyone. But yeah, £5.95. You're flying in for these ones. So what gemstone would you use with these, Mark? A bit of silver.
A bit of silver. I would use this alongside the Santa Maria aquamarine. So whether the rounds or the rondelles that we've had. The ombre aquamarine actually would be amazing. Because I like aquamarine, because you can use all three metal colours. So it would look equally as nice with the gold or the rose gold.
That's a good point, actually. So let's say you're only allowed to use your aquamarine for this.
Yeah.
What would you use with these ones? The rose gold.
Okay, I would use multicoloured moonstone, or the mocha moonstone. Actually, yeah, mocha moonstone I would use
Have
with
we
that.
got mocha moonstone in at the moment? Because I miss it. I haven't seen it in ages.
Yeah.
I love mocha moonstone. And now what about the gold?
Labradorite. I use gold.
Straight in there.
I love labradorite with gold. It's beautiful.
As your previous kit showed, it looks stunning together.
Absolutely, yeah.
I would definitely say keep your peepers peeled on that first kit because that was a popular little kit.
Yes.
And I will just say there are still some available, but yeah, just have a little nosy back, if you will. Loads and loads of you in for this. Good evening to you, my loves. How are you? I hope you're all good. I hope you're having a lovely evening. How's your evening going, Dan?
Yeah, it's alright, thanks.
You've been here since 7 a.m. this morning.
My word.
You've been doing not just one shift, not just two, 3 shifts. How are you feeling, Dan?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, alright.
He's an absolute trooper and a complete professional. Look out, you're basically, this is like pizza Jenga. Just look at that. Just boxes on top of each other, one-handed. What of it? What of it? Absolute pro is our Dan. Anyway, yeah, lovely Dan and our whole team with us this evening, taking you through for the next, oh blimey, we've only got 50 minutes, in which time we're going to be doing a giveaway, we're going to be doing a tool, we're going to be doing demonstrations, we're going to be doing some more chains, we're going to be doing gemstones, we're going to be bringing more mark and...
Are we doing that stone?
Oh.
Oh.
I'll just leave that there.
Oh, look at this.
This one? Is it this we're talking about?
This is beautiful.
This
Absolutely
tiny little
beautiful.
delicate thing.
Just this little, yeah. I love that. Oh, look at this.
How often do you get to see fire in studio lights?
Yeah. That's exquisite.
Rarely. Coming up for you in this hour. Gorgeous,
That's
isn't
very
it?
nice.
But do you know what? I fancy a bit of creativity if that's all right with you.
Okay.
So, should we dive on into the kit? This kit is wild thing making my heart sing. It's beautiful. It's very, tribal, as you were saying before.
Yeah.
So, did you have a hand in putting this one together?
This was put together for me by Claire.
So, what did you think
Claire.
of this one when you first opened it?
I thought this was really different, and it pushed me actually.
Yeah.
Because I don't get to aim. I love shell. I love working with shell.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've ever had a sort of leopard animal print before.
No.
And it's exquisite. It's beautifully made.
You've got that sizeability with these. Oh, hello, I'm dropping everything. You've got the sizeability of these as well with the coins. So you really get to see it, don't you?
Yep. And amazing seed bead pearls, which I don't get very often. The 6.0 pearls.
I
They're
love
just
these ones because they are textured. So for anyone who's not worked with these, they're almost like a nucleated pearl in a way, aren't
exactly.
they?
They look just like a pearl, but with the extra large drill hole running through the centre. It's not as large as a 6.0 hole. It's somewhere in between sort of your gemstone drill hole and your 6.0.
I got you.
So it's exquisite. But it's just the colour and the sparkle and shine. They're just lovely.
They really are stunning, aren't
Yeah,
they?
they're lovely.
As well as that, you've got your large tube now. Oh, hang on. What they are size your 11.0s, these ones, and these ones are your bronze colour.
The dark bronze.
Dark bronze.
Yeah, that's
so
in your 11.0.
And what did you like about those ones?
I love working with 11.0s. I love seed beading, and I've done a bit of POT in this kit as well, which I've not done for ages. So that was really nice to do a bit of POT as well.
Yeah.
And it's just a lovely colour. Again, a unisex colour. Even the little pearls are unisex. You can get designs with those.
Do you know, I'm just imagining, because I think the bronze ones look just like the colour of our antiques bronze
They
wire.
do. No, perfect
So you know
match.
that technique
Yeah.
you did with the earrings before in the previous kit?
That look amazing.
Them as a set of earrings with that colour.
Yeah.
Ooh, oh, look, there you can see.
And there's your POT.
Your peyote tubes
Yeah.
running through them there. I've also got the Fireline. So for anyone who is new, Fireline we need really, don't we?
For seed beading, it's not essential, but it's my threading of choice when I'm using seed beads, and this is my favourite of all of the ones that we do. So this is your black satin. Yeah. So I've found that of all of the Firelines and the Wildfires, this is less prone to knotting.
Oh, really?
Without a doubt.
Interesting.
Without a doubt. So when I get together with the kit teams to put kits together with seed beads, I always ask if we can pop the black satin in.
Yeah.
Because it just saves such a lot of time. And I don't think, I can't recall, but I don't think I've actually ever stabbed through the black satin either, because sometimes if you're using a size 12, you actually pierce through the thread.
Of course.
But I don't think I've ever done that with this file line either.
That's brilliant.
So it's my favourite.
Don't look at this if you are brand new. Remember, if you are brand new, this is a great way to get involved because we do great discounts on the kits. Also, you get the 2 free strands, don't you? Right, so if you're if you are brand new and you want to dial through for this now, not only are you going to get 2 free strands picked at random, you're going to get a discount on the kit. You're also going to get a bit of free tuition as well, so it's a great way to get involved. But this cord holds around £6. Don't just think, oh, I've got a sewing kit at home. That black thread will do, because it is a totally different kettle of fish. It's like bonded, so it's brilliant. So as a reminder, you are getting the coins, you are getting the pearls, you are getting the 11Os, and you're getting the fire line. And remember, every single person who buys this is entered into a competition for the next 35 minutes to win all of the jewellery Mark's made. £22.95. Wow. Wild at Heart, £22.95 for you. Wild at Heart, named after Mark himself. He's wild, is our Mark. Wild at heart. Don't give him ketchup near his chips or talk about toes. You have got here beautiful quality, and we are going to dive on in to a demonstration. So grab that whilst you can. And just to let you know, we are going to be closing the purchasing lines in this for the sense of winning all of those pieces of jewellery.
One person. All of it.
One person, all of them is going. We're going to be closing it in 35 minutes, so it's approximately 9:50 that we're going to be, that's right, so yeah, 9:50. And then my producer will call the call centre, find someone, and then we'll let you know who the winner is at the end of the hour. So grab it whilst you can to win all of that jewellery, which is incredible. Okay, Mark.
Marvellous.
Let's get making.
So I'm going to show you how to make this little bracelet here.
I love that.
Which is really cute.
That's a really lovely design.
Because I did think about actually covering the little white seed pearls there, but I thought no, because the hole is large enough for you to absolutely cover the pearl. But I thought, what's the you want the pearl to shine through, really, don't you?
Yeah.
So first of all, I went through and chose my favourite of the shell. I went for the darker tones rather than the lighter. So you'll probably need, even though it's a little bracelet, you probably need quite a bit of thread. So I would go a wingspan, so 6 foot fingertip to fingertip, and then
How big your wingspan is?
Yeah.
You are quite tall, I suppose.
Yeah, your wingspan is your height.
Don't lie.
No, honestly, it's true. Your fingertip to your fingertip is your height. It is. Yeah.
Tonight has been a real education.
And from the inside of your elbow to your end of your wrist is your foot.
Oh, that is lunacy.
That's fact. Anyway,
lunacy.
So when you're taking your 6 foot length of thread, we're going to take one of our little 11Os and use it as a stopper bead. You need to leave about 6 inches because you need that to attach your clasp to. Just going to attach our 11O. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pop on 3 of our little 11Os, and that just acts as sort of a getaway from the clasp section. And then we're going to pop up one of our little pearls, like so, okay? So that's your pearl. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to, 6 times we're going to repeat this next move. So we're going to pick up, so we're coming out of the top of the little pearl at the moment, we're going to pick up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of our 11Os, and we're going to take the needle, which is currently coming out of the top of the pearl, round the back and up through the same hole. So when we pull nice and tight, it gives it a little coverage on one side. And then we're just going to repeat that another 5 times. So we're going to pick up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, round the back and up. And because they're 6Os, they've got quite a large hole going through the centre. So that's 2, so you've got 1 either side. So you just need to make sure that you position your next set of threads, because you don't want to sort of come out from the top and cross So going into the front and then into the back. You just want to make sure that they sit nice
As
and
they should
neat.
do.
Yep. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, round the back and up through. And you just need to make sure that you keep pulling nice and tight, because you don't want a gap to form between your group of 3 and the pearl. So you just need to make sure that you pull nice and tight every time.
You can pull quite hard, can't you, with this?
Oh, you can really pull really hard, yeah. I've never snapped a strand of wildfire or fire line yet.
Wow.
Never. So then we're just going to take it up from the bottom, up through the top. Just make sure that you don't sew through your initial section of beads. Pull that nice and tight. Again, what I tend to do is hold the group of beads in my thumb and finger and then pull on the thread. And as I said, there's no worry that thread is going to snap. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I have tried to snap it on air before to show the strand, and it left a mark on my hands.
Yeah, it does hurt.
To be honest though, I do have the upper body strength of a lazy gnat, fruit fly, but still, you can see the mark left.
Okay, so I've done 5. So the 6th now, there's a gap waiting for the 6th one, so that's worked perfectly. So I'm going to pick up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take the needle round the back for the last time and up through. So it's a bit fiddly, the last one. As I said, there's plenty of space in the middle of that bead for you to completely cover using your little 11 O's. Just give that a wiggle up through. Pull that up through, make sure you don't get the tail caught. Then bring that up through. So that's the 5th one. So you can see now we've got, it's up to you now whether you just want to make sure that they're sat in a nice row. They do look like a little pumpkin, don't they?
I'm thinking like the orb, the queen.
Oh yes,
I mean,
yeah.
kind of like that. Or like Vivienne Westwood orb.
Oh yes. And then we're just going
or the cat in Men in Black says, Ross, like the Orion's belt it wears in the first one.
Okay.
Is there another one of them coming out?
Oh, is there? Oh,
there isn't there?
Oh gosh. Okay, so you've got your little pumpkin of your pearl, and then we're just going to pop on 3 of our 11 O's, and then we're going to move on to our shell, and then we're going to pop on our 1, 2, 3, slide those down, and then we're going to pick up our next pearl, and then we're just going to repeat the process. So you're adding your little pumpkin shape in between. So if I just bring the bracelet across and open it out, and I've used a toggle clasp from my stash. So you can see I've started off with a group of 3 at the beginning.
Ah, yeah.
And then, as you can see, I've got the shell in between with the little balloons. What you can do if you want to is you actually separate them so they all sit to one side, so that when you wear it on the wrist, it'll be nice and flat. But then on the other side, you'll get that really nice sort of domed shape.
That's a clever idea, yeah.
And then all you do then is you go to the very end and you repeat the section at the end and then tie off your clasp. And then your tail, which you left at the beginning, you take off your stopper bead and then you attach the other half of your clasp. But you can do this technique with any size bead, gemstone, pearl, anything as well. You just need to remember about the size of the drill hole going up the middle of the bead it's going to hold, and just go down to a size 12 needle, and then you can get more sew-throughs. It's a lovely little technique. I love
that little technique.
Yeah,
I've not seen that before, and I think it makes it interesting.
Yeah, no, it's lovely.
I like that you've got that sort of depth to it. You sort of see the seed beads first, and then you see the pearl underneath.
That's cute. It's
very cute. Thank you for showing us that.
Pleasure.
Now, you have got approximately 25 minutes until you can win these goodies. So if you want to get your hands on that kit, it was only $22.95. Everyone who enters will be entered into the competition to win this, and all of these go to one lucky person. Now, I know you're packing away your goodies at the moment, so I won't ask you to demo this because I know you've got loads of bits and bobs out. But you've had a little play with it, and it makes adjustable rings, doesn't it, for all intents and purposes?
Absolutely. Yep. So as you can see, we've got this is predominantly, we've got 2 little sections on here. As you can see, one for small and one for larger rings. Okay. And this little tube on the top here, that just pops off. That's purely there to hold on to depending on which
Your
side.
wires
it
or-
would, yeah, absolutely. Okay.
I see.
So can you see now in between? There's a white disc in the middle with the 2 spaces either side, and then that leaves enough space there for your wire. Now that'll take up to 1 millimetre.
Okay.
On the back, they advise using for the smaller, they advise using soft wire or half round wire.
Got you.
And for the larger, they recommend using ordinary wire. Now I've used ordinary wire on both of those, and it works equally as well.
Oh, cool.
So all you're going to do is you're going to take your wire and you're going to thread it. So this little handle up here, this is the point where you need to have your wire go past. Okay, so you have your wire go past, you take it through the gap, around and around. So you go, in effect, you go 1.5 times round.
I get you,
Okay?
yeah.
Then with this piece of wire that's on this side, you take it around once.
Got you.
With the tail that was protruding from this side, you take all the way around once. Then you lift it off of your little mandrel holder here.
Yeah.
And then if you go to, so that's if you just want a wire ring. If you want this one here, which has got the beads on, sorry, Kerry, that's got the beads on here, you will do one side first. You'll lift it off of the mandrel, you'll place on your beads, then you'll replace it back on the mandrel, and then you'll do the second side.
Ah, I got you.
And
Yeah,
it's really good instructions. And basically, if I show you the big picture on the bottom here, this is what it makes on here. Okay, and all you do then, these 2 rings either side here, you just squidge together.
Yes, I see.
Or separate depending on the size of the finger.
And for these, they are going to, it's going to be basically a one-size-fits-all, especially on the largest
absolutely.
one.
Yes, yep.
£4.25.
Really?
It's a tool that once you've got it, you've got it. You've got it now.
Gosh.
It's sorted, isn't it?
Wow.
It's one of those that I think is going to be really easily peasily to create and make. From my research on this, the largest size will do you a ring anywhere between the size of a G and I'm sure it was a W. Really big sizes. These I think great for your smaller sizes, but also maybe your midi rings and your demi rings that kind of sit, at different parts of your finger. You can use seed beads with this, you can use genuine gemstones. I quite like the way they've done almost these charm style rings, if you see them there with them, with the hanging down. That's kind of cool, isn't it? So they've actually got them hanging off from head pins, but it essentially works as an extender, doesn't it? Loads of you there, well done! Congratulations to every single one of you. It's lovely to have little tools like that.
Very handy little pocket size, little stocking fillers.
Lovely idea.
Yeah. 9 months before we put our tree up. Can't wait. Sorry, it's got to be said.
No, I'm used to it. I live with a Christmas lover. I bought my mum this year an advent calendar, no, a calendar, sorry, just a normal day-to-day calendar that starts on the 1st of January with a countdown to Christmas.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, and she loves it and has Christmas facts in it. She keeps messaging me like once a week. Did you know that Christmas? No. I'm like, all right, Mum, it's still January. It's my own fault. Anyway, well done. I've got loads more to bring you.
Wow.
Cubic zirconia I'm going to do for you now because, quite frankly, it can't be ignored. It's too whopping. Have a little look.
It's amazing. Look at this.
Your eye was drawn to this
straight
instantly.
away. Yeah, that's so beautiful.
What is it about this sparkly design that you love?
Well, you just imagine how much that would cost if it was a diamond.
Oof.
And then you think, well, would you get the same reflective quality and the same fire? And I mean, look at that. If you came to Earth from another planet and was told this was diamond, you'd believe them, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Oh, goodness, yeah, definitely.
I love it. That's what I want to learn to do, this sort of prong setting.
Get yourself down to a workshop.
I know, I'm going to have... Oh.
Alison Tarry does a gallery setting one.
Yeah, and Claire does prong setting.
And prong setting, yeah, why not? I was actually talking to someone in the workshop who was saying they'd been on one of yours.
Really?
Yeah, they'd been on the London seed bead one.
Oh, that was Kaylee.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we're doing you a price drop.
Oh.
And it's 925 sterling silver, turf 19. If this were anywhere else,
my word,
you wouldn't even just be putting a 1 at the beginning of that figure, would you? You'd probably be putting a 3 for a high street store. You know that place where you steal, I don't mean steal the pencils, you use the very small
now?
pencils. Yeah, they've downgraded
Really?
from pens. Yeah.
Oh no.
Honestly, yeah. It's gutting. It's nowhere near as good. You can't use a puzzling pencil, can you? You and me for your puzzle books.
God.
Kerry goes, I just order online, I don't have to worry about this. You don't get free pencils. But yeah, it's those places that you get those little pencils from. Even in a place like that is notoriously does this type of jewellery for very low prices, I genuinely think there'd be a 3 at the start of that on a chain. I really do.
Wow. I was mortified this morning.
Oh, tell me why.
I had a rescan in Waitrose.
What does that mean?
It means they do it randomly because I self-scan my shopping.
Right, okay.
So I swipe my card, get a little gun out, and then scan as I'm going along, and you get to.
Oh, I've never done that.
Haven't you? Well, yeah,
no.
I don't have to talk to anybody.
Okay, right, yeah.
Unless I have alcohol, and the little red light says, "Ask him his age."
Is
ask
he
him his
older?
age.
Yeah.
And it came up rescan. Ask staff for assistance, and I had to have it rescanned.
What, the whole thing?
Yeah. It
Why?
happens randomly.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Just to make sure you've not...
You've scanned everything. I had scanned everything.
Maybe they've been
but
listening to you on here, hearing about your stories from Woolworths.
Yeah, could be.
Oh my gosh. So did you have to actually speak to someone? It's not really though, is it? Because it's random. It's not like they're like, oh, here he is. Mark Steeler Smith. You know, it's just if it's just picked at random. Was the person who came and rescanned it nice?
She was lovely.
Oh, that's all right then.
She was lovely.
Oh, that's good.
She was lovely.
How much shopping are we talking here?
£119. So it was a lot.
That's a big shop, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a big... Kerry just said that's about 4 things from there, isn't it? Well done. Let's do the what motif chain? Heart. Sorry, I thought you said art. I've never been to that shop.
Really?
No, never even walked in one.
I love it. I love it.
You used to work at one. Oh, you didn't. You worked in a place where they were a supermarket-sized Waitrose. I see, I get you. How's about finishing that off with that?
We have a sushi bar in our Waitrose now.
No, you don't.
We do.
That is so posh.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. They are, look at that.
That's beautiful.
Doesn't that look stunning with that heart chain? So what you've got with this chain is, it comes with the 2 loops at the end, perfect for attaching to the likes of, you know, this clasp, which I think we do still have some of, do we? We do. We do still have some available. We'll put one at the bottom of your screen because you do need a clasp to finish this off. And then you've got, at these moments, your heart details. So you have a length of chain, and then you have your heart, length of chain, and then you have your heart. So you've got 5 hearts on this in total, which means that if you wear this at the 50cm length, we're going to be looking at about a 20-inch necklace, aren't we? Is that right? No, it's going to be longer than that if it's 50 centimetres. Hang on. I've got a real rough truth about.
24 inches.
Is it 24 inches,
Plus a
is
bit.
it?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And then obviously add the clasp on, you add an extra centimetre or so. 19.6 inches apparently, 50 centimetres, and then as we said, you add the clasp, so it makes it even larger. This design I think is very, very cutesy. I think this could be a necklace. I think what we're all really thinking is we could just be doing individual bracelets with this.
Absolutely.
Do you reckon?
Or even earrings, long drop earrings.
Oh, it's a nice idea.
With a little heart suspended from the bottom. That'd be nice.
Great idea. £10.95 for your beautiful design that we've got here. Still in silver with the 3D heart. Are you still cold, Mark?
It's a bit wintry.
I've just looked at
I don't normally feel the
James.
cold, so it must be cold in here today. I don't normally
James,
feel
I've just
it.
realised he's turned into the Nuke of the North. He's got his big outdoor jacket on. Look, if you're cold. Dan, do you mind? He's gone to do Facebook. If you go down around here, James, there's a little button on the side. Just press the button.
Oh, Dan's there.
Dan's there. He's there. Hi, Dan. Hello. You all right? Yeah, good, thanks. Dan's been here since 6 a.m. full shift, 7 a.m. Full shift all the way through, bless him. He's still going strong. Anyway, £10.95 for you today. It's rather wintry. I love that. Back in stock, Star Buy. Faceted heart amethyst earrings that I gave you a little sneaky peeky of before. I'm laughing because that blue has got stronger. What has happened? Have a little look.
Wow.
Coming up, Star Buy. Sorry. Sorry, no, he said it was quite cold. And Dad's just come to turn it off, and I'm praising him here for being here since 7 in the morning, and my turn was, and he's still going strong. He's just put the jets on colder. He's like, oh, I thought you were too hot. You were to be colder. Oh, Dan, you're doing a rad job. These are coming back in a little bit for you. Long time since we've seen them, all in one design, coming up for you in this hour. Let's do the set of 3 hoops now, or circlets. They are 3 individual ones. I think these are so lovely. I really, truly do. It's kind of, I'll show you them as they are here. Oh, hang on, let me just put them in order. So you're getting this kind of visual. Depends how you want to do these. I quite like the idea of doing these together with one jump ring at the top, because they'd all sit sort of like this then, wouldn't they? Let me just show you if I turn them to the side. There you go. You've got your different sizes on there. Of course, though, you could do a little jump ring in between each of them and go like small, medium, large, couldn't you? Or you could have them side by side with each other if you wanted. Or you could even have them so that they sat suspended within one another, like that.
Amazing.
They're cool, aren't they?
Yeah. I love the thickness and the diameter of them.
Why is that good for you?
They're really cool. They're quite sort of steampunkish, aren't they? They're quite, what's the word I'm thinking of?
Victoriana?
Nope. Nope, I can't think of the word.
What is the word?
Industrial.
Industrial, good word. Trying to balance these, it's not going to work.
That large one, just with a leather cord, with a lark's head knot, just suspended.
That's a good idea.
I think really nice. Quite contemporary.
You could almost do a time turner design with these, actually. You know, Barry Jotter, as I call it. Hermione, the character, has a time turner in the 3rd book to help her go to all of her classes, and basically it's a I'm currently listening to the books, but yeah. It's basically a circle that has a smaller circle on the inside with a smaller circle on the inside, and she turns the smallest one to do the seconds, the middle one to do the minutes, and the outer one to do the hours, so she can turn time back. Anyway, this, if you've got any sort of, you know, Potter lovers in your family, would there be a way of using these together so that they could sort of spin one inside another? Maybe with cord, would it?
Just trying to think how you would do it.
Magic, that's how. £9.95, and I will just say they are solid as well, which does make a difference, because sometimes things like this are electroplated.
You could wear one of those on a finger, couldn't you? The larger one.
Do you want to give it a go, Mark?
I'm not going to try.
Not after today. Yeah, you could. Wear them as midi and demi rings, maybe. Don't know about that one, that one's a bit small. Oh no, midi and demi rings. Yeah, you can do, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
I've got loads of midi and demi rings that I absolutely love and adore.
Don't they fall off?
No. Well, that one does. But there you go. Goes past the knuckle slightly, so it stays on.
Right.
I think they're so comfortable as well, and I love rings so much that the fact that you don't just have to wear 10 as a maximum is brilliant. Yeah. Okay, let's do. Oh, this could be one for you cat lovers. Have you seen this one before, Mark?
No. Oh, that's so clever. It's a clasp.
Yes.
With a ball of string and...
Yes.
That is so cool.
Isn't that clever?
No, I've not seen this before.
So it's a little cat playing with the ball of yarn or the ball of wool, And as you rightly suggested,
That
it is a clasp.
As a design goes, I think that's absolutely beautiful.
That's pretty cool, isn't it?
That's really clever.
So obviously there's this section here that would attach to, say, your bracelet, for example, and it comes off that way, and the same here. And if you just move that out slightly to be as large as you need it to be, then that's going to come off really nice and easily. I think this design is quite cutesy and very, very unusual. Have you found as a designer that if you go out to purchase things like clasps in particular, and they are slightly more unusual than normal, so they're not your standard bolt ring clasp, they're not your standard love skull clasp, that the prices escalate dramatically?
And you don't tend to find them in sterling silver either. You tend to find them in a base metal with a plating.
Very good point.
Yeah, I've found.
Dramatically. I was in that well-known, let's call it Bobby Raft shop the other day, and they weren't even that exciting of a clasp. They were basically a slightly larger bolt ring clasp than normal, but they were a bit larger. $2.99 each for base metal, just because it was a bit bigger.
Is it in walking distance of your house?
No, it's not.
You have to drive.
I
as
do
well.
have to drive, yeah. You have got 925, so there's another shop opened up next to it that rhymes with the Plange. Home on the Plange.
What do they do then there?
They do crafting stuff as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they do everything.
Right.
It's the type of place you can go to buy a pan, paint, a scourer,
in the
a
same
bed,
building?
same building,
Oh, brilliant.
and you can stop off and have a coffee as well.
Wow.
Yeah, it's next door to that.
Right.
$6.95. Didn't you say $9.95? Have I made
He
that
did.
price up in my mind?
No,
he
he
did.
did.
He
He
did.
did,
Oh,
yeah.
good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
$6.95 is your deal on that one. So what would you do with this, please? What gemstone? Would you put something to do with your cat maybe on it?
Maybe. You could colour coordinate, couldn't you? So you could use black and white gemstones.
Oh, a little tabby.
Yeah.
Or if you've got a leopard cat,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Not a leopard cat, but you know, maybe something like that would be quite cute. That's a nice idea.
Really lovely.
Who do you think would appreciate a clasp like this?
So you've got your cat lovers.
Yeah.
People have just lost a cat.
Yeah.
Somebody who works in a cattery, something along those lines.
that's a nice
I mean,
idea.
a range of
Maybe.
jewellery in a cattery I was say forecourt. I don't mean forecourt. What do I mean?
Honestly, don't know.
Entrance room, foyer,
Corridor, foyer, entrance, reception
area. That's the word. Yeah.
Yeah.
You sell them.
That's a nice
that's really
idea.
nice.
I was just having a little look. I cannot spell. Beatrix Potter cat. What's the Beatrix Potter cat called? Yeah, the one in the cute little hat and things.
There's Tom Kitten and his mum.
Yes.
I can't remember what his mum was called. Yeah.
Oh yes, Moppet, Mitten and
it.
Tom Kitten. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. But you could do something inspired by Beatrix Potter, couldn't you? Especially if you are travelling around the lakes.
Yeah.
Anyway, well done to you all. I think that's really cutesy. Let's go with the ID chain now. Now this is drama. This is silver, silver, silver. It is, of course, the Sterling Silver weekend this weekend. If you have just tuned in, get yourself down to JewelleryMaker.com or stick around for the repeats because we've had loads and loads on today. Before I go any further, sorry, yeah, Ross? Good evening, Bex, Mark and crew. Me and my sister Claire are loving Beck's earrings. What is she wearing? Hey up, Sharon and Louise, love, how are you? Bit special, aren't they? These are actually coming up tomorrow. Mark whipped them up for me. Speaking of Mark whipping up things. We've got about 6 minutes until we're going to be picking a winner of the pieces that he's whipped up. So if you do want to still get the kits, It is still available, and one lucky person gets the chance to win all of those. These, by the way, lovely Sharon Louise, thanks for your message. I hope you and Claire are having a lovely evening together. Just to let you know, these coming up for you tomorrow. Ross isn't decided as of yet. He's either going to do it at 4 or he's going to be doing them at 2. We've got them in rose gold and yellow gold as well, so I just thought I'd let you know. Might be the one to own. He hasn't decided yet. It's up to him. So yes, okie pokily. The bracelet, yeah. Okay, so we are going to do this bracelet for you now, which, as I said before, is dramatic to say the least. Very, very sturdy, very, very strong. The gram weight on this is huge. Now, obviously, with this being as it is, you have plenty to stamp into there. You can use your etcher with this as well, so you can etch into it. If you love big, chunky jewellery, because don't forget, big, chunky chains are very in at the moment. I'm just going to weigh it for you. Yeah, 19. Mine actually says 19.5, yes. But as we say, it's average gram weight. You can never be 100% sure with these things. Its average gram weight is 1920. They're big, they're strong, £37 and 95 pence. And don't forget that if you love beautiful big designs, then you can have the necklace. And the clasp, as you see, nicely balanced. So I've got to move on because I've got loads more to fit in. Okay, the chain, popcorn. The popcorn chain, back in stock. I feel like I've not seen a popcorn chain in ages. When's the last time you went to the cinema? What's the last thing you saw at the cinema?
We went to see The Favourite, which was incredible. It deserves every award that it could possibly be thrown at.
Really?
Yeah.
Question went to see it and said
it was amazing.
It was weird.
It is weird.
Right.
Language is a bit fruity.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, very fruity. But no.
Not one to go and watch with your parents.
Oh no! They would. I think they'd appreciate it. I wouldn't go in with small children.
Right. Okay. Yes, I got you. Yeah.
But no, it's an incredible film. It's wonderful. Really? Yeah.
Sorry, that's just what popcorn made me think of. Yeah. Anyway, that's the last time Mark went to the cinema. The last time this has been on air, last year. So a really long time. What we've got is the popcorn chain. It's one of our more intricate chains that we're bringing to you here. The makeup of it is very similar to that of the popcorn bracelet bases that well-known brands such as Pandora may well use. I think this is very big, very sturdy, very strong. And these have always been really popular. They always sell out. Why do you think the popcorn chain is popular, Mark?
I just love that they're elegant. They're really strong and sturdily made. The weight of them, I think, is quite substantial. And I think because we had the little slider bracelets with the popcorn chains and the little Spiga bracelets, I think that drew it all to people's attention.
Yeah, I think you're
right. And to be able to get the matching necklace, I think it's brilliant. I love them. I love this way there's that test that the presenters do, aren't they, when they drape it over their fingers and it fills all the nooks and crannies.
Yep.
And I think it works beautifully with this. I think, look at that. That's exquisite.
It's lovely, isn't it?
That's beautiful.
It really is. You've got something really unique and individual with this. You've got that beauty and drapeability, and you've got the full 20 inches. And it's finished off really nicely too, because finishing off chains like this could be tricky for you to do.
I have to say, I'm still not 100% sure why it's called popcorn. I've always wondered that, to be honest. I'm still not sure.
I think I do know, but I think I do know. I think it's because its texture and design is based on popcorn chains. You know, chains of popcorn that you make at Christmas. You ever done that? It's quite. It's more of a European and American thing, actually.
Right.
But you get string with a needle on the end, and you strand popcorn onto it, and you use it as like edible tinsel and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, could be then. Yeah.
That is what I thought it was. I could be wrong, but that's what I thought. We're going under a tenner. Even though this is one of our sturdiest, most intricate chains that we do, it's very strong, it's very sturdy, it's very much a head turner. And tonight, we're bringing it to you. Not just at £9.95. Yeah. £7.95 for your
That's crazy.
20-inch chain. Just look at how, if you wanted to get on board with that real big fashion trend at the moment, which is like different textures and layers of chains, wear the chains at the same layer, wear them at the same length, but create that really unusual sort of en vogue look. I put on my Rebecca Redican Presenter Facebook page the other day a slide, a picture of loads of different brands working with different styles of chains for this season, and there is one that is not a million miles away from this. It literally looks like the designer has just got 4 or 5 different types of chain at the same length and put them on, because that is a thing at the moment, isn't it? In fact, actually, we do those bracelets that are a bit like that, don't we?
That's right, yes, yes, yeah.
Grab them and enjoy
How
them.
can we do that? I just don't...
It is
quite
baffling, isn't it?
I can't fathom it out.
Let me just have a little nose-a-rooney. Let's just type in, go away, 20-inch chain. 20-inch chain, let's put sterling as well. Just to get an idea, because obviously, you know, different places. Tiffany, the first one that comes up, these, by the way, are not like for like. I will just read the description. Chain in sterling silver, 20 inches long, Tiffany & Co, £60.
Can I just ask, I think this is the 5th time you've popped in something into the search engine this evening.
Yeah.
Why is Tiffany at the top of the list every single time?
Maybe...
Do they pay?
No, because it doesn't say sponsored next to it.
Right.
The way you can tell if it's sponsored is it has a little eye next to it. Depends on your search engine, but it has a little eye next to it to say that they've been sponsored, but that one doesn't.
Right.
Actually, oh my goodness, you've just reminded me of something I found quite interesting the other day. I typed in amethyst, just the word amethyst, into a search engine, and the first thing that came up was Swarovski amethyst coloured crystals. That was literally the first thing that came up, and it did say sponsored in the corner. But just typing into the whole of the internet, amethyst, yeah, I swear, was the first thing that came up. Isn't that funny?
Oh my gosh.
Anywho,
Wow.
other 20 inches. Oh no, it's being silly now. Why is it not doing the old school thing that it used to do? Anyway, yeah, you've got absolutely loads and loads and loads of different prices that go along with 20-inch chains. You really do. So it is definitely worth grabbing your hands on them whilst you have the opportunity at that kind of price point. Because it's luxurious, it's a nice length, it sits correctly, it's sturdy, it's strong, and...
How can we do it for $7.95?
It is Italian design. Well, you know how we do these things at incredible prices. We will haggle, we will barter, we will work with people who want to work with us. And that is the great thing. Like, I'm not sort of... Do you know what? I was going to say I'm not going to sort of toot our own horn here at JewelleryMaker, but I do think we are deserved of it, you know.
Oh, absolutely.
The fact is that people want to work with us, and I don't say that in like an arrogant, oh, JewelleryMaker are the best kind of way, but because we will buy chains like that, sometimes in quantities of 500, 600, whereas shops and things might only buy 20.
Yes, yeah.
People doing chains like this want to get to know us and give us great prices. So, you know, it's well worth grabbing it. Right here, right now, earring style buy. I'm bringing to you some earrings that are not just earrings. These are catwalk glamour, aren't they?
Well, I think they're beautiful. This is the height of elegance, isn't it? It really is. Oh.
We were chatting earlier on about the Grammys. I could imagine someone sat at one of those tables wearing these. I don't know if you watch the Grammys. If you, you know, did, it's very long. Watch the highlight show. But you see all these elegant, beautiful ladies and gentlemen sat at tables, and they some have the most avant-garde outfits. The performers have more outfit changes than you can shake a wardrobe at. They are glamorous, though, glamorous and elegant. And I think there is something about a drop away from the ear that is naturally incredibly elegant. Do you agree with me on that?
No, completely. And because of that length of drop, I think it elongates the neck as well, doesn't it?
Yes.
It's very clever, actually. Very clever design.
Today we're bringing you this pair. That, by the way, yes, it is genuine amethyst. Not seen since 2017.
My word.
£6.95. If you were, our old sister channel that we used to work with used to have a online only location where you could buy individual stones. They just came in little packets.
Yeah.
Honestly, and I, knowing the prices that they would do, honestly, I would be happy with that price just for one of the stones, because the cut in it is incredible. There's no windowing on this or extinction points. The colour's nice and even. The facet work all the way down to the all the way down to the QA is profound. It's genuine amethyst. Just look at the glow on these. But then it's solid stone silver all in one. So it's sturdy, it's strong, it's beautiful. And I'm thinking these, with the earrings I've got on tomorrow, would look beautiful, wouldn't they?
I think pearl, without a doubt, from the bottom of these.
Now, I know I'm going to have to hold these at a funny position, because obviously there is a longer drop. But to give you an idea, what do you think? That
Beautiful.
leading into these earrings?
Gorgeous.
What do you think? With the...
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd look gorgeous, wouldn't it?
Amazing.
Very glamorous. They're coming up for you tomorrow. I think we're doing it as a one-to-own with the rose gold perspective. I just think they are beautiful, and I think at £6.95 they are phenomenal. We have picked a winner for your makes, and it is plural. So if you bought that second kit and you were watching live, you were entered into a competition to win this jewellery, which is called Wild Thing. Ding, ding, dong, ding, dong. I'm going to let you announce the winner, Mark. I'll do a little drum roll for you. And the winner is...
Sabine. From the Netherlands.
Ooh, well done.
Well done.
Sabine, that'll be with you in a week or so, my love. So congratulations. Oh, you're going to enjoy wearing them, I'm sure. In the Netherlands. Oh, international jeweller.
Yeah.
Mark, it's been a pleasure.
I like our Saturday evening shows. They're good.
It's so nice about little Saturday
I'm
nights.
doing next Saturday as well, the late show with Zena.
Is that when your next show is?
No, Tuesday morning. Mother's Day makes. So it's going to be a lovely show with Elle.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's going to be nice.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you for joining us as well. I'm back with you tomorrow afternoon, where I'm going to be joined by a little-known lady, Jan Dwyer. I can't wait. So Jan Dwyer with me on Sunday. If you're watching live, sleep well. If you're watching on the repeat, get ready for more sterling silver. Thanks for joining us. Have a great one. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.